Welcome to Dicefunctional, where a bunch of friends have fun playing D&D, and we share the story with you, our wonderful audience. Thank you so much to everyone for tuning in. If this is your first time tuning in, as always, warmest of welcomes to you. We hope you all enjoy checking out this adventure with us and hearing the story kind of as we figure it out too, because hey, that's half the fun. Before we get into anything, a little bit of housekeeping. First and foremost, we want to thank our sponsor for today's episode, you. That's right. All of you who are listening right now, you in our wonderful audience. We really appreciate you all tuning in. We appreciate you spreading the word, and we appreciate, with a special shout out to those of you that have subscribed to us here on Twitch. It's really cool to see everyone tuning in, to see everyone watching and enjoying, and our audience is slowly growing. And it's really cool to see, and we couldn't do what we're doing here, and we wouldn't be able to do as much without you guys. And we definitely want to keep doing more. So we appreciate you guys continuing to let your friends know, let people know, scream it at somebody in the street. Hey, check out Dicefunctional, because there's some cool stuff going on. Whether you're watching here on Twitch, whether you're watching on YouTube, or whether you're listening to us on the podcasts, it's really cool. We appreciate you guys. Thank you. Speaking of podcasts, Michelle, we've been updating the podcast, correct?
Yes, I have been putting up. We're currently at episode session 27, and that ends an arc that we had going. We're about to enter in the podcast a very interesting time because it's gonna be fun. We're on basically every service. I couldn't think of the word. We're on every service now, including
podcast
Apple.
Services around the globe.
Including Apple. Just look up Dicefunctional and you'll find us. I'm putting up 2 a day, so hopefully we will be caught up by the end of the month to where once that happens, once we're caught up, a podcast will go up every Saturday at 10 a.m. EST of the previous week. So you can listen and then watch it live if you want to.
Yeah. Get caught up. Let everyone else know they can get caught up that way. It's easy to do, and especially if you like listening to it that way, listen to it that way. We appreciate you no matter what. But with all that said, let's get into tonight's episode. But before we do, as always, let's introduce our cast.
There's also one thing.
One other thing? What do you
It is also the birth... we're getting close to the birthday of one of our players who isn't currently here with us today. Kate's birthday is Monday, correct, Jill?
Yes.
Oui.
Yep. Just wanted to say a nice happy birthday to Kate.
Happy birthday, Kate!
Yeah.
Happy
You
birthday!
are
Happy birthday!
fractionally less baby.
Fractionally less baby.
But that was about it. Jace, go do your thing, bro.
Alrighty. And there you have it. And let's introduce the cast, as we always do. First, let's start with Cole, playing the Firbolg Druid, and the one who literally beat the Rosenvalles, or their guards, with a stick. It's Addax.
One of these days it will kill someone.
With a stick.
One day.
It'll happen. It'll happen. Next is Becca, playing the feisty half-elf rogue warlock, and one who ended up on the wrong side of the table. It's Dea.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Trapped between a table and angry husband and wife. Next is Michelle, playing the tiefling wizard, and one finally free of her birth parents' bullshit. It's Rudy.
I will kill my mother.
In real life, in game, we don't know.
Tune in to find out. Next is Jess, playing the tiefling fighter paladin and sudden target of angry librarians everywhere. It's Mercy.
If you want to know my emotional status today, I opened a package I got with a Carrie Fisher pen and cried.
Valid. Completely valid. Then we have Jill, playing the halfling fighter bard and accountant terminator. It's Ro.
I want to commit more murders.
Once you get a taste, never stops. Next is Jolly, playing the official Precious Being, the Asmar sorcerer, and one screaming at you to feel better, damn it. And hey, it somehow actually works. It's Maddie.
I was stressed out that last session.
I believe it. And finally, it's me, Jace, playing the Firbolg paladin barbarian and walking concussion who yeets people out of windows. It's Gael. Gael. Featuring a sword that's sometimes a dog and a dog is sometimes a sword, our DM is ready. Connor, go ahead and take it away.
So, where we last left our group of intrepid adventurers, they had just succeeded in killing one of the two Rosenvales, specifically Count Rowan Rosenvalle. After unveiling exactly what was happening in the city proper and what their plan may have been, they decided to go after the Rosenvales directly. In the process of fighting them, the Countess, Addax Rosenvalle, managed to run away after being rammed out of a window by the fearbold barbarian Gael. Sorry, spaced out for a second there. Only to then escape from the rest of the team. The team then went about looting the entirety of the mansion, taking quite a bit of valuable material, aside from, say, furniture and artwork, which, if you guys want to try and steal that too, that's that'll be another question.
How much is the furniture worth?
Yeah, right?
What? It's you're in.
Town folk have something.
Well,
We need to
also,
get an
how are you
appraiser.
going to transport it?
Arcane tunnel.
Arcane tunnel.
It only lasts for 10 minutes, so unless you guys are going to act like a full moving crew, no.
Don't challenge
But-
us.
Basically, they then went about trying to get a rest, looking through the rest of the mansion proper, only to be greeted by the figure of a very tall, muscular individual wearing a breastplate and a loincloth with tarry, inky skin, wearing a faceplate that covers up the upper half of his head and face, with two blades on his hip, as well as what appear to be two fiend heads that are chained to his belt. With a wide, toothy smile, with sharp teeth. This individual simply saw you all and gave a polite wave.
Hey, Connor.
Yes.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how bad does everyone in this room look?
So is
let
10
me
bad or
double
is
check.
1 bad?
That's it. I know where I'm standing. I'm not even bloody. Neither
a
is Ro.
good-
Well, Ro's
Not
a
like
little
a
bloody.
I'm like pretty bloody.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 of the 7 of you are bloodied.
I'm the only one not bloodied. Okay. Musk's just gonna very subtly make sure she is standing between everyone else in that thing. Even if there's a lot of
Dana waves-
space.
Dale waves back.
Ro also
Like,
waves
eh?
back.
Is he okay? Wait, my question is he approaching us or is he just waving?
He is waving and he's kind of standing at, like, where were you guys trying to rest right now? Because you have a full breakdown of the entire place right now.
I mean, Rudy would probably. I mean, if we're all gonna be in the same room, maybe the grand room.
You could certainly do the grand room. There's also the lounge. Like, there are 2 of those that you could
Okay, yeah, we
easily go to.
The lounge might be a good place.
Ro can drape on a daybed.
Oh my god.
No, no.
Where she belongs.
She needs a fainting couch.
Just, Also, please know that no matter what, I will be calling this guy Doug in my head. Doug Demodand, owner of the
Doug,
Dimseals
stop it.
Demodand.
So, do you guys say anything?
Can I help you?
Maybe.
I forgot he sounded like that.
Are you all responsible for my circle being disposed of now?
Perhaps.
Maybe.
Who wants to know?
Excellent. Well, if that's the case, thank you very much.
You want to
Rudy-
join? There's an open seat.
Dea, can we not invite the, I'm assuming
you-
some sort of hell creature to sit with us?
Alright, no need
Well-
for insults.
Yeah, they seem friendly, and wouldn't you rather they join us for the time being?
That is a
Percy?
complicated question. I'm just gonna abstain from answering that one.
Yeah.
If you're offering me a seat, I wouldn't say no. But
Plot twist, he picks up the chair and leaves.
I hate this.
damn it. The idea did go into my brain. And the tall individual will walk over towards a nearby seat and will move it slightly so he's facing all of you, and it will take a seat. And just looking over this creature, you can see that first off, the two blades on his hip are very clearly quite well honed and dangerous. They are probably about the length of long swords on each one, and the fiend heads that are dangling off of him are almost desiccated, slightly dried, but they do still have this. I suppose vitality would be the word to it. They still look to be in relatively good shape.
What do we call you?
Well, the name I've been going by is Capra. So far, at least.
Like Capricorn.
Kapra.
Capra.
Capra.
So, Capra. What was your relation to Mr. Rosenvalle? Did you like him?
I considered us acquaintances.
Dude, you're making it sound like he was his fuck buddy.
Look, I'm not making assumptions here.
No. I considered us acquaintances. Business partners. Employee and employer.
Now, were you the employee or the employer?
Depends on whose perspective we're talking from.
Well, I asked you, so...
I considered myself the employer.
I have a question.
Yes, dear.
Do you... Yes. Do you consider his payment fulfilled?
Are you gonna kill Lodi?
Yeah.
Just kind of come out and say it, huh?
No, I wouldn't kill dear Erudite.
I don't like that you know her full name.
Well, I mean... You know who she is, then, yeah?
Yes.
Like, so...
Is this one of those creepy situations where she was promised to you so you could, like, see her throughout her life growing up?
In a way.
I don't like that.
What do you want?
I want the same thing that everybody wants. I want to be able to live.
If your circle is gone, you are free. Then why don't you go live in peace, away from here?
I'm sure I'll go see the sights in a bit. But it's more fun to be able to pop in and see how you're doing, young lady. He says, looking at you, Erudite.
Yeah, I figured as much. I don't like this.
You don't need any more, souls, do you?
I'll never say no.
What I'm asking, my question is my soul is not yours. Is it?
Technically, no.
I don't like the sound of that.
I think it means it could be if you wanted to.
I'm quite alright actually.
I'm good.
Okay.
That's a shame.
No offense to you, but it's quite obvious that my father, whatever, his partnership with you, he was not a pleasant man, and I do not intend to follow in his footsteps.
Oh, he was a vulture. Truly an opportunist.
Yes, I can see that. Unwilling to give his own soul, so he made someone. I have questions. Perhaps you can answer them.
Yeah.
He seemed unwilling to.
Yeah.
It's okay. I sort of look at Mercy. I sort of hear Mercy, like, I'm just like, it's fine.
Mercy's gonna leave the room. If she stays, it's not gonna go well. Like, she's still close enough, like, just outside the door to listen, but she doesn't want to see this man.
That's a little rude, don't you think?
He's a little rude for being a fiend.
Well, wait a minute. You're a little rude for being a tiefling.
Yes, I am.
Infighting.
Mercy knows she's gonna start shit if she stays. She's stepping out.
That's fair. Did they ever give me a name?
I wouldn't know. I was never really given that information.
How much did you know about me?
Enough.
Would you be a bit more specific?
You can roll me a persuasion check.
Sure. The thing I'm super good at. Yeah. Super good at it.
I knew you were promised to me.
Am I to... I was promised to you, but that was not a promise I made.
No.
Am I beholden to that promise?
I don't know.
What was the promise?
You know, as of now, it almost seems like it doesn't matter.
Perhaps you can just satisfy your curiosity then.
It was relatively straightforward. Miss Erudite would be mine. To do with as I please.
And in exchange, what did they get?
Power.
Well...
The same thing every mortal wants. More power. More... something. They're always so predictable, you know.
Well, they're dead now, or one of them is, and the other one will be. So they no longer have that power. So, I don't believe I am to be yours.
No.
I'm sorry about that. It's too bad. Not really, actually.
No, it's not
really
bad
that
at all.
No. It's not.
Deals fall through. Not much to be done about that.
So do you intend on making good on the deal? Because I'd rather not. I didn't.
Can't.
You can't. That's good. Can I insight check him?
Sure.
Yeah, 'cause my ass is. I don't like this at all.
Ooh, that's a nat 20.
Oh shit!
With a natural 20 on insight, he's not lying. You aren't his, and he can't do anything. At least not easily. He's almost certainly hiding things. He hasn't lied so far, but you, for the big thing that you just asked him, no, you're not his. He doesn't have a control over you.
Okay.
And we know, right, that he's only gonna last like 24 hours since after the circle being broken?
Yeah, basically about 24
That's
hours.
something I would be know. Oh, I mean, that's something I was told. So
Yeah,
it's basically 24 hours.
Okay. I know he's hiding stuff, but that's expected. I would expect him to hide things. They're not going to come out and say things. Do you intend on keep?
Oh, sorry. Go on.
It's okay. Do you intend on keeping tabs on me?
I don't know.
Well, I can't say that it's been a pleasant day to meet you, but I have information, and that's useful, I suppose.
Well,
Oh, I heard someone on mute.
Yeah, Mercy's gonna come back in the room for one moment and go, you know where the bitch wife went?
that I don't know, unfortunately. Very sorry.
So, you're planning on seeing some sights in your last day here?
Yeah,
What are you intending on seeing?
I don't know. Whatever I can. It's all so much more different than home. So I look forward to being able to see something else.
Trying to
Can
think
you
of like
travel? What's your motive? Can you teleport to other places on the plane? Or are you stuck to walking?
You don't get to see the sights unless you walk.
Can I
Re-
do like
re-
an insight check? I'm trying to kind of gauge if he might target, civilians for stuff.
You're trying to like read his intention.
Yeah.
You can do that.
Hey, that's a nat 20 as
What the
well.
fuck?
Jesus Christ!
The algorithm's on our side.
Today.
Making
It's
up
on
for
your
last
side.
week.
You get the feeling that it's almost as if he doesn't entirely know what he's about to go and do. He does not have an active plan because he's just kind of gonna just go and see what he can see. And what happens probably happens. You have a feeling that if he had the opportunity, he might not say no. But it does not seem to be his current active plan.
You make deals with mortals often?
Only the interesting ones.
Great.
Where are you from exactly again?
I'm from a prison.
It's not.
Carcerai.
Would that be something? Because I have that Plains book.
Yeah.
Would that be something that I would have read about in the Plains book?
It is more or less an in-between lands from Abaddon and the Abyss.
Okay.
It is a planar area, but it is not a plane. It's like an
It's like a
intersection between the two.
Okay.
This does not help me because Mercy's next question does relate to that, but she already had it, which is, you know anything about Abaddon?
Yes,
Anything you're willing to share?
maybe. What do you want to know?
What's it like?
Rather warm. A bit annoying.
Roll persuasion to see if he's going to give you more information.
2 seconds.
You're better at that than I am.
No
Don't.
shit.
Michelle,
Okay.
don't say stuff like that.
Again, you're better at it than I am.
Don't
That's
curse it.
17. It's not bad.
So just be good.
Well,
And he'll kind of stand up and stretch out a bit.
let's see. Demons live there. There. It sits between hell and the abyss. Run by the Four. Quite annoying. Is there something in particular you're looking for?
May have to head down there eventually for some adventuring. Just curious on the kind of people that are there.
Annoying ones. Very annoying ones.
Can they get up here?
No.
Oh,
I
if
guess. Not
if I'm-
in the same way you expect.
So not by using a circle?
If they get summoned, but that requires a person to do it for you. It's very different.
So they basically only come here when they're summoned.
Yes.
Interesting.
Well, it's only polite to be invited somewhere.
Usually, yes.
Indeed.
Well,
The skinny
Where is-
one understands. It's simply polite.
first I was the twig, now I'm the skinny one.
Well, I mean, you're the skinny Fearbolg.
Where is Gail in all of this? Out of curiosity.
Gail has a concussion.
Gail's asleep. You probably should wake him up because sleeping with a concussion is very bad.
Only if there's cranial bleeding.
Yeah,
I do.
that's
You
fine.
rammed your head into a wall.
It's got a thick skull.
Yeah, Gail's just not in the room.
Okay.
Anyway, perhaps if you truly wish to see the sights, you, from what I understand, you do not have much time here. It seems like it'd be a waste, now that you've checked in on Erudite, to stay here for much longer. If you would like, I would be happy to accompany you for the duration.
I will say, you do not yet have your travel via plant spell.
No, it was more just I'm willing to walk around with you and
Oh.
keep an eye on him, and mostly importantly, get him away from my friends.
Yeah. Yeah.
See, my focus is keeping them away from the townspeople.
Maybe. But you're right. I should probably take my leave.
I have a question before you go.
Yes.
You ever pet a dog? You ever pet?
No.
Make that #1 priority on your list.
If that's something he wanted to do, I literally have a dog.
Would Mercy really let
No.
Doug Dimmadome, owner of
Mercy really let do that?
No. Mercy was literally going. If that had happened, Mercy would order kind of bite.
No. But yeah, Rose just making sure it's like make that number 1 on your list. Petting a dog, it's kind of like the human experience, all kind of wrapped up in a little furry package.
Don't kill the
I'm
dog.
more partial to petting cats. Really.
And I'm more partial to possums, but they aren't very easy to find. They're very fast.
I now have the delightful image of Ro chasing after a possum.
I imagine Kidhood did that.
A straight up like wild feral possum, not feral.
Yeah.
But just
A feral road chasing a feral possum.
I think all possums are feral.
not unless if you love them enough, they aren't.
Yeah. Go ahead, Connor.
Yeah, so it will start to turn and walk out through the hall, which is there's really only one hallway out of here. I mean,
Yeah.
so it's gonna pass by you, Mercy. And as he does so, you watch his tongue kind of flick out as it's walking past you, and then he stops. He turns his head and it flicks out again. He looks at you.
I will take that tongue.
You have a smell to you.
Do I smell like blood and sweat?
No. You smell like something much nicer.
I really don't like you, but I'm so curious.
You smell like the 5th. Why do you smell like him?
Mercy does not know, but at the same time, she has a bad suspicion, so she's gonna go, maybe your tongue's a little off today.
You're just like trying to like.
I want him to drop the fuck. Just drop.
Okay, I don't know what you would roll for making someone to drop it.
Roll for drop the fuck.
Roll for fuck you.
Let me just roll a d20.
Roll for shut the fuck your mouth.
I'd say like straight charisma.
I got a 14 plus my charisma, which is a 4, so 18.
Okay, I will have him roll against you because
Shut the hell your
he
mouth.
wants to know this. Natural 20 on the die.
Damn it.
Oh, no.
No, he will move not too close, but just a little bit closer towards you and go.
No, I want to know.
You're asking the wrong child for that one. I didn't get to know shit.
There are more that do know.
Probably.
Really?
But I don't know where they are.
That's still more to work with.
Yeah, it's a shame you'll be gone in a day.
I'll come back. I always do.
I hate him.
Do you want to know a secret, my dear?
Sure.
And he's gonna kind of walk up towards you and like he's going to like kind of like stroke your face.
Mercy is the titsest she's ever been in her life. And her hand instinctively reaches towards her sword. But I'm just gonna... What would you say a will challenge would be?
To not attack.
To not actually grab her sword.
It'd be just basically restraining
Either
yourself is typically
charisma?
like wisdom.
Yeah.
I'd say
Wisdom is
wisdom.
what I-
That's a 10 with the +4 I have, so she's barely gonna do it. Her hand's gonna be on it, but she's not gonna pull it.
You're part of something beautiful. Something wonderful.
And I can't wait to burn it to ash.
You won't be able to. The 4 tried. They bound him and they ate him. They desperately tried to make him go away, but the 5th never left. You're part of something amazing. And I can't wait to see what happens next.
I really don't like you.
That's fine.
Can you not touch me ever again?
And he will take his hand off of you, and you will turn to start walking away.
Did his breath stink?
Uh,
On a scale of 1 to 10, how bad was his breath?
It smelled like rotting flesh.
it smelled like carrion.
Smells like my nose ring.
I need a bath. Does this place have a place I can run water?
Yes, absolutely.
Oh yeah, it does.
Yes, absolutely.
Y'all discuss whatever the fuck you want after that. I need to go scrub my flesh from where that thing touched me.
I'm gonna raid the kitchen.
Ooh.
Starving.
That's very easy to do.
Rich people food!
Yeah. If they got
you have
any
rich people
fresh
food, the servants are
pastries?
dead, the guards are dead, you know.
Ah, fuck, maybe they have some fish. I could go for some salted fish right now. And Dea gets up and leaves.
Ooh, I want to do a couple things before we go to bed. I want to check on Garen. Make sure he's
Alright.
okay.
We just never tell him that the fight's over.
And afterwards, I want to ritually cast Sending so I can just let Kaitis know that we're good and he can visit us at the estate. Basically. And then I want to call Alice.
Okay.
Of course.
Does anybody else want to go and check on Garen?
I'll go. I like that
I
guy.
figured.
Dea's
Yeah, I figured.
making dinner, baby.
Jace,
Yes.
anything you want to do?
Nope. Gail's sitting outside under a tree.
Okay. Okay.
That's fair.
Oh, you're sitting outside. Okay.
Yes.
Like near the entrance?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. As you're sitting by the entrance, you see a tall, lanky man wearing like this brass golden colored breastplate, with wings on his back, and very clearly a fiend walking out of the estate.
Finally free, eh?
Yes. It really is quite lovely.
It is. It's good to feel free. Be in charge of your own choices. I
Yeah.
can agree to that.
We'll just keep
Rudy's
walking.
still inside, right?
Yes.
Good.
She's strong.
She really is.
Not what I'm ready for yet, though. Not ready enough.
I think one day she might just continue to be too powerful for you. She's got a lot of strength in her.
She isn't the only strong one.
And he will kind of like grab the two heads chained to his belt.
What are those?
Trophies. Lovely trophies.
They are pretty nice.
He'll keep walking.
I think I'll just kind of nod and go back to just sitting under the tree.
Ro and Rudy going back downstairs to check on Garen. Excuse me. You guys would be able to get back to the accounting room pretty easily. Door's locked.
Ro's gonna knock a little pattern on the door. Brum, 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 brum.
Shave and a haircut.
I'm just gonna leave the end off, just so he knows.
2 bits.
Yeah. Listen!
I mean, I could have sent him a message through the door, but that's fine.
No? Okay, what's the point? What
That's
is?
true.
There's a
No,
piece
no.
of wood. I can shoot the door down.
I mean, that would be fun, but let's not.
Yeah.
We killed the count. The countess got away. She says this through the door, by the way. Like she's like yelling. At
You say that, the door will open up, and like a plume of smoke comes out of the room, and Garen comes out like still puffing a cigar.
Hotboxing the. Okay, all right.
They're gone.
Ah, good to hear.
What are you gonna do now?
Don't know. Probably find another job to do.
What do you do generally?
Fight. That's about it.
Well, maybe we can find something for you, or we can help you find something.
Cool.
We're gonna. I just wanted to make sure you were okay and let you know it's all over for the most part.
Appreciate it. If you don't mind, I think I'll go upstairs and find a place to relax a bit.
There's plenty of places upstairs to do that.
Good to hear. And you'll start going upstairs. So as you guys are coming back out of the accounting room, Addax, what kind of animal you thinking of? Like fennec fox, something like that?
I don't know, probably cheetah.
Okay. Yeah, you guys see a horned cheetah coming downstairs.
Oh, I see it with the horns. I'm like,
yeah.
Okay, let's just nod at Addax and. We'll be.
What kind of senses does the cheetah have, by the way?
Not dark vision, that's for certain.
Well, I mean, like keen smell, keen, etc., etc.
I have keen smell.
Oh, okay. In that case, you will be aware of this trailing scent of carrion going off in one direction.
Assume that's the Demodand.
Demodand, and this is downstairs.
I guess I will follow it real quick.
Okay. Following the scent of the smell, you will eventually find yourself at a door, partially open.
I will nudge my little cat face through the door and barge in, as cats do.
Okay. Making your way into the room, you see what appears to be a room that has been well furnished for the time being. There is a fairly large bed, about king or queen sized. There is what appears to be a piano in one of the nearby corners, as well as a nice rug and almost like a small vanity area. As well as an odd little box on top of the piano, which you don't entirely recognize. It has like this cylinder held in place on it. You don't entirely know what it is. There is also what appears to be a small kitchenette table, almost like, as well as a chair, and a little cooking area.
I guess I will leap up onto the piano to get a closer look at the weird thing.
Okay. Taking a close look at it, it appears to be a wooden base that has a how do I describe this? Like a box-like wooden base with on the top what looks to be a set of mechanical, almost like a little motor, and in between it is held in these little posts, this little cylinder that looks to be made out of wax or something like that.
I will poke it with my nose.
Okay, you poke at it. Nothing happens.
I get bored and hop down and leave the room.
Okay.
Continue making sure everyone's okay, then just sort of taking a nap near Gael since he seems tired and tense.
Yeah, looking over everybody, I would say no one's dead, fortunately.
I am aware.
Yeah, well, I mean, you wanted to double check on them.
Mm-hmm.
So you're doing that. Maddie and Dea, you're making food.
Yeah.
So you guys can, Maddie, you can make a culinary check with advantage because Dea's assisting.
Okay. Let me go get it right now. Oh wait, no, I didn't roll on advantage.
Still rolled a 25.
No, 25 though.
You could do better.
You can roll
Oh.
again. You can.
You could
Well,
do
I
better.
mean, I don't know.
I'm gonna point out that out of everybody in this group, yeah, out of everybody in this group, Maddie is capable of the highest rolls. Even compared to the rogue with expertise, that plus 12 is one of the highest rolls.
I mean, I have a plus 12 to my stealth and sleight of hand.
There you go. There's like you. How is the cook one of the best? No, whatever.
She's really good at cooking.
Yeah. Yeah, you guys managed to make a very high quality meal using all the ingredients, many of which are very, very, really, there's stuff that you'd probably like to keep. Because if you could keep that kind of stuff in your pantry or in your larder back at the estate, that'd be great.
So like saffron.
Like saffron, truffles, stuff like that. You're looking at some very high quality ingredients.
We can stick that in the bag of holding.
Please
Are
do.
Are there like Pucretian spices?
Yes, absolutely. Like, this place has a spice rack, which most people do not have.
I just want to point out we're making fish, and she's going to liberally spice it. It is gonna be hot.
Oh my god.
She's not gonna tell anyone.
Constitution checks you survive.
Not necessarily. So if you want, is there anything else you guys want to do while here at Greymont Keep? Like, basically, we're kind of getting to the point where, like, you guys, there's only so much else you can do, and it's becoming more, like, up to you.
At this point, like, after we take the rest and everything, Erudite would kind of like to thoroughly check the house. I also want to call Alice, but we can do that in a second. She wants to thoroughly check the house to see if there's like any sort of indication that she is their child, sort of like paperwork or anything like that, or like pictures or anything.
I will tell you that outright. No check needed. No.
Okay.
There is no paperwork, no pictures, nothing of the
They're
sort.
very good at hiding their dirty little secret.
It's like they knew they were immediately sacrificing you.
Yeah, it's almost like they didn't want a huge scandal of, hey, you had a kid, right? Well, we sacrificed her to a demon.
Yeah. But yeah, I will. Yeah, go ahead. Go. Cool.
The only thing I'd want to do is check out the conservatory and the gardens for anything interesting or fun.
Oh yeah, that's definitely doable. So inside the conservatory, you can see that it is one of the those little like glass rooms. Like at least half of it is just glass that's kind of facing outward, so you can get a nice bit of sunlight. Inside of it, it does look almost like a reading room. There is a spot where you see that there's a shadow on the floor where there probably was a large instrument like a piano, but it is not there anymore. Aside from that, a few chairs, couple of places for sitting, stuff like that. Nothing remarkable in here. As for the garden, there are nothing food related, but instead a lot of aesthetically pleasing flora and fauna. Well, not fauna, flora. So there are quite a few plants that you could, I suppose, use Druidcraft to get like seeds and stuff from.
I mean, if it's just all pretty things, nothing like useful.
Yeah, it's all pretty.
Then yeah, I'll just appreciate it and sort of spend any time there until we leave.
Yeah, unfortunately, that is the front half of the estate, so it's just for looking pretty. And Michelle, you were going to be looking around for other stuff.
I mean,
last session you wanted to.
I wanted to look at the Arcane Laboratory, but that's going to take forever because there's so many books there.
Yeah.
So I want to see if I can figure out a way to get those books to the estate at some point.
Gail, I want you to shove this bookcase through the portal.
I mean,
I could probably do that.
I mean, if you give Gale and Mercy like 5 or 6 arcane tunnels,
I mean, how big is it?
or empty the bag of holding on our side and just fill it, dump, fill, dump, fill, dump.
Alternatively, what you
I
can
was-
do is have the arcane tunnel appear parallel to the ground, and then just shove the bookcase through it, and they'll all just go and just fall right onto the ground.
Now you're thinking with portals.
See?
That'll leave a mess.
I mean, my thought was talk to the governor maybe, but you know.
Quitter
Really,
talk.
it's up to you guys. But as of now, we're getting to the point where you guys can just declare what you want to do, and I'll say, okay, you do this. Blah, blah, blah.
Can someone check to see if any of the shit we found was magical? Has
Yeah, I
that
can
been
do
done?
that. I can do that.
The only thing I want to like bring up real quick is to wait 24 hours before we get the townsfolk back here, just
yeah.
in case, so that the Eidolon? No, Demodand. I was just thinking.
Demodand.
The Demodand is like gone before we allow citizens back.
We can
That's
do
fair.
that.
Yeah, that was
you guys
that
can
was-
certainly do that.
Yeah. I just wanted to call Alice before we went over.
Yeah, you can do that.
That's what I'll do. And that's the last thing I know. Extremely. So yeah.
There we go.
I will
Whoops.
contact Alice via my disc.
Okay. So using your communication disc, you give Alice a call. Very swiftly, you will receive a response from her, and she will pick up the communication disc and go, Rudy?
It's me.
Oh, good
We're
to hear.
alive. We're alive.
So, those citizens are here. They're okay.
It's good.
We were able to get a couple of them some medical attention. Had to run a couple of them over to churches and such, but they look like they're doing good.
It's good. We took over. We took care of the issue here.
Well, from what I hear, they're started to actually mobilize part of the military to go back over to Rosenvalle and clear it out and make sure everything's good.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. We took care of the Countess unfortunately got away, but that's a problem we'll have another day.
Well, at least most of it's done.
Yes. But we should be over there tomorrow. I hope I can see you.
Yeah, I'm sure we can see each other. I'm really happy to hear that you're okay.
Thanks. I'm looking forward to it, to seeing you.
Me too.
It's good to hear you.
You as well.
We'll be there in a bit. I'll let you know when we get over there.
All right, sounds good.
Thanks. Goodbye.
Bye.
After that, she will let everyone know what Alice told her about the people and how they're mobilizing a group to come over here. But that's it. I'm done.
Okay. Sorry. I'm tired. That's basically everything you guys were doing. You guys can really, if there's anything you guys want to, like, during your little time break that you guys have been discussing, if you guys, like, want to try and retrieve anything from the keep, as long as it's, like, say within, like, the first month-ish, it's not a big deal. Okay? After a certain point, you know, there may be some questions about why the hell you're there. But yes, you guys are very easily able to take a long rest. You don't need to make any saves. So we will move on towards the next day.
Is anything magic?
Is anything
Yeah.
magic? Looking over the items that you have, No, none of them are magical, including the deck of cards you guys are worried about is not magical.
Okay. I mean, those are rose now.
Yes. Really, none of them appear to be magical. They are all very high quality, so any of them that are sold are going to get a very high price. Either through Avro or through really someone who has enough money to purchase them. Either way, you're probably looking at a pretty good deal. Is there anything I'm missing for you guys that you guys are curious about? Anything else? Okay. So it's the 83rd of September. 83rd of summer. My mistake. Looking at the skies, you see that it's beginning to clear. It is starting to lose the dark color that it had previously. What now?
I mean, we start getting people back, right?
Unless there's, judging by the reaction, unless there's some way that you guys specifically want it done, I'm gonna run through this stuff then.
I don't think so. I mean, we raided the keep. We're making somebody else deal with anything left in the town.
Yeah, basically.
Because why the fuck not?
I mean, yeah.
We don't really want to raid the town. There's a normal people shit. So,
I mean,
yeah.
there is that weird thing hanging around. Maybe
That's what the guards are for.
What weird thing? I don't know what you're talking about.
That the can't fix ugly.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay.
In that case, then, over the period of this day, you guys are you gonna teleport back over to the Lucky Sapphire, or are you gonna go to your state?
I think we'd call Avro if he wants us to meet with us before.
Really, he doesn't necessarily need. Well, no, he would like to, but he does not need to. If you guys are looking to get a rest back at your estate or get something done, you can do that, but he would like to be able to meet with you guys so he could just talk.
Can we bring up the fact his wife is a dragon yet? Mercy says this to the group.
Too soon. It's too soon.
Too soon? So should we wait until we're in his office and then bring it up?
There's such a thing as comedic timing, and Mercy, I feel like this is something we can tease him about, if you catch my drift.
Valid. I'll wait.
Can only spell information once. That's my motto.
All right. In that case, you guys teleport over to the Lucky Sapphire. You find that the Sapphire itself is fairly empty for once. There aren't many of the typical crew that you'd expect to see. No blue cloaks. Only a few members only a few people actually looking to drink and enjoy themselves. Really, Avro is more or less the only person present at the moment, with the exception of Jim, who's he's a cat and he's basically already there, always
Jim.
there. So
Jim. Wait, this is important. Jim, don't get near Ro. Her new gun is very powerful.
And it talks to me.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it
Cool.
does.
Yeah. You feel any less cool, Jim? You're a cat that talks, but we have a gun that talks now. It's
You're
an
basically
anime.
useless.
It doesn't even have a mouth.
Although
It's like better than you in every way.
To be fair to Jim can talk to anyone in the brain, whereas the gun can only talk to Ro.
Can't talk to us in our brains?
I mean, he's not moving his mouth when he talks.
Isn't he? Is he?
I think he does, kind of, but it never really matches up properly.
I assumed it was like Salem in
He's a cat puppet.
Every time he has a scene where he's talking, he turns into a puppet.
Ugh. I hate this.
Sorry, boss. The cat was more important to talk to than you. What's up?
Nothing serious. I just really wanted to thank you for this.
I mean, it's kind of our mess. Well, yeah, ours.
Well, our job anyway. Responsibility? Sure.
It was for Rudy. We did it for Rudy.
Still, you guys handled it pretty well. So, thank you.
This feels weird. I don't like it.
Yeah.
Stop being nice to us.
Mercy's gonna go. By the way, we didn't kill the
Countess.
The Countess. Yeah, we
Ada.
already talked about that. The thing he made the deal with.
The Demodand.
Yeah, we were already pretty fucked, so we just kind of let it go. But like, it'll have to return to its home.
We chilled with him for a little bit. He was a little creepy, but you know.
He
didn't
touched
try
my
to...
face.
Yeah, he didn't try to kill any of us, so that was a plus.
I'm gonna kill him.
He didn't
Not
seem
to be
in
alone,
imminent
he's not
danger,
saying
and he'll be
anything.
gone soon anyway because he'll just be unsummoned.
Yeah, he should already be gone by the time.
If that's the case, then don't worry about it.
I would still like to kill him. He touched me, and
Maybe
then
one day.
licked my air.
Licked my hair. Jesus.
What else am I supposed to call it, though?
He
Smelled you?
tasted-
He used it with his tongue.
He tasted the air like a lizard?
Look, man, Mercy's not articulate. She's gonna use whatever the fucking words she can think of.
She also has a lizard.
Yeah, but she wouldn't think of it like that because Onyx is cute.
You don't think Teeth Man is cute?
No. He looks like a less attractive Venom.
Clearly, Mercy isn't into Venom.
Oh no, I'm into Venom.
Yeah.
Jessica is. Mercy is not.
But yeah, the big thing is I just wanted to tell you guys you did a good job. Really, this is a pretty big thing that you did.
Where is everyone?
The folks from Rosenvalle have been set up to a little makeshift place to stay, a camp, more or less. There's a guard presence near them to make sure that they're okay. But as for everybody else, they're all working.
That's weird. There's usually at least. Oh well, it is early morning. Yeah.
Early morning, there's a situation over in that town. You know, there's about a dozen different things to worry about. So, you know, they're busy.
Yeah.
Can we go back to you being a little bit mean to us? Can't say I'm a fan of this.
I'm kind of with Ro for once, because, like,
Yeah.
my old boss was still a little mean to me. I mean, he put scorpions on my sheets once.
Well, fortunately, there are no scorpions in Odela, but while I certainly can, at the moment, I feel like you at least deserve a thanks for this.
Can I ask how the dicks are coming along? I know you got you've been getting them dailies. How was today's dick?
They're steadily getting larger.
Yeah.
I'm getting a little more irritated by it.
Yeah, you haven't seen the biggest one yet.
Oh my god.
Avro, you're
What's up?
welcome, by the way. If there's anything like this that comes up again, let us know. Wrap it out.
Hopefully there isn't, but you can never know.
I mean, you can always count on Ro's mom potentially doing fucked up. I mean, she's making deals with other countries.
That's true. We could just go around killing all of our parents!
Yes!
Oh my god.
Yes!
I'm sorry, is that not the takeaway we're supposed to pull from this?
Addax turns to look at Ro with a very "don't you even try it" expression.
I mean,
Ever
it
does
would've been
ever
nice to
does that
have my
like head cock
parents
thing?
actually growing up, but okay. Let's just go killing them.
Yeah.
I was like, no, wait!
Not Finn.
Oh,
Finn
Finn!
can live.
Gonna
Finn-
fucking kill Finn.
No.
Don't do that!
No. New mission, we hunt for Gail's dad.
What?
I mean, you've only ever talked about your mom. And instead of killing parents, we'll find the missing ones. Who else has a missing parent?
Maddie,
even
raise
know
your
if
hand.
No.
I don't even know if I have a dad.
The new mission is.
Wait, hold on, Jace. Can we? Oh, we're not moving past that one just yet. Dude, I don't even know if I have a dad. What? Do you think your mom fucked a tree?
You know,
To be fair to Gail,
I was gonna be
don't
like,
know.
to be fair to Gail, his mom probably never did mention any sort of father.
Gail was molded out of clay.
I was gonna be like,
Ooh.
I think everyone technically has a father, but you know what? I don't know how fearbolgs are made, so you never know.
I've never been to the Furbolg factory, so you know.
Tieflings
I mean,
have two parents. I know that much.
Most of the ones that I know of also had a dad, but nobody ever talked about mine.
That's suspicious.
I mean,
Because, like, you guys were like a tribe. Wouldn't it make sense for her to have been... Your dad to have been in the... You know, this feels like a weird conversation.
Boy, Cole, I'm not appreciating what you just said in COD Y.
I'm here
not
for
appreciating
content.
that.
She never had a mate that I knew of. So
Huh. That's an odd one. We'll come back to that one at
yeah,
a
we'll
different
worry
time.
about that later.
If you add halfling parents together, you get one full parent. 'Cause they're very small.
Well,
I mean, it
Yeah.
could take like 6 to equal Fairbog parent, but
no, stop. Well.
Yeah.
What happens then if you only form one halfling parent and one normal parent?
A halfling?
I don't.
So, like, if...
a quarterly.
404 image page not found.
Guys, I broke out.
Rob
I did it.
stopped responding.
Would it be? Hold on, Jace. Would it be a 3/4ling though?
Three quarter.
Probably would, yeah.
Yeah.
They'd be like
I
the
hate
size.
this idea for a new race.
Oh, it's like a kobold.
Ugh.
What?
They're really short.
What happens if you, like... just- You know, this is another weird train of thought we probably shouldn't be getting into.
Human and halfling together makes a character randomizer so that when you do it, you don't know what the fuck is about to happen.
You could have an elf. You could have a dwarf.
It's a fucking
Get it up.
dragonborn pops out. And you're like, what the fuck?
You cheated on me, I knew it!
So, now that you guys are back in, Srecane, what do you want to do?
I want to go see Mr. Dene.
You want to go see Mr. Dene?
Yeah.
I do. I mean, yeah. Shame.
I'm gonna go.
Y'all want to go see Dene?
We have
Yeah.
money.
We have
We're
money
walking in
and...
with our Gucci purses.
No,
gonna
excuse me,
go-
boots. Chanel.
Chanel boots, Gucci purse.
But also, we do need to tell him we did kill his former boss.
Gooch purse. What?
Yeah. That's mostly. I mean, Erudite wants spells and stuff, but also mostly that.
Dave's
Listen-
gonna excuse herself and go find the where the Rosenvalle people are staying.
Okay.
Or you could stay with a group so we don't have to do 2 shopping trips. It's just
She's not
all
going
in one.
shopping.
On a shopping trip, numbnuts.
That's why she's leaving. She's not gonna shop anyway.
Coward. Spend your money like the rest of us.
Oh, don't worry.
I think she is just in a different way. I think I know what she's doing,
Don't-
which is pretty neat. But I think
You
I know
don't
what she's doing now. Yeah. Okay.
As we're leaving, Mercy's gonna look at the sapphire and go, have you ever thought about making this place a little bit more colorful?
No, I like warm colors for food-based environments, and since this is a bar where people are drinking and eating, warm colors works well.
And she's just gonna leave.
Okay. So make your way over to Asagio's Oddities. Or, excuse me. You guys would find that the shop is currently open. Making your way inside, you see that Asagio Dene and his buddy...
Harvey.
Oh my god.
Or
Harvey.
Cog. One or the
Oh,
other.
Harvey and Cog, yeah, of course. I remember Cog. My brain blanked on Harvey. They are all present inside the shop at the moment. As you guys make your way in, Harvey will look up and go,
Hello there. Very nice to see you all again.
Is that supposed to be Harvey or Danae?
It's Harvey? No, Danae. What the fuck are you... What? You confused me.
You used the wrong voice.
For Danae.
You said Harvey.
yeah, it's because you confused me. You're like, who's this supposed to be? I went,
I was confused myself, thus the confusion.
okay, yeah, no, it's just Danae. Harvey is present, but he is not talking.
Is there anything I can do to assist you all?
We killed your former boss.
Well, I suppose is there still anything I can do to assist you past that point? Did you really manage to kill them?
That's a complicated one. We killed one.
Halfway there.
Which one?
The count.
Fine. All right. Well, that's good to hear.
Although Gail did push her out a window, so...
It's true. I
Also
did.
good to hear. Is there anything I could do to assist you?
The
In
good
that
news
case.
is, we're rich now.
Yeah, we did steal all this shit.
Ah,
So, what you
only left
got?
to buy.
Okay, who wants to go first?
Aaron, just hands him a list.
Oh God, all those spells that you're buying.
Yeah.
Did you? Let me double check them all, because I know there are a few he does not have, and most of them he has, but a few he does not. Where are you, Mike? There you are.
So, I do not have Wall of Force. I do have Legend Lore. And I do not have Immolation.
Okay, hold on. Michelle is crossing things out.
I figured.
That's disappointing.
Private Sanctum and Secret Chest I do possess.
Cool.
Galder's Tower, yes, I have that. I have Catnap, I have...
It's useful.
I don't have non-detection. I do have, what is that? Nastior's Aura, something of the sort?
I thought you would have non-detection considering the necklaces, but okay. That could work as well, I suppose.
I need to double check the name of that spell.
About Steel Wind Strike?
He said he does not have Wall of Force. He does have
Right.
Legend Lore. He does not have
Yeah.
Immolation. He does have Steel and Strike.
Oh, he does have it. Okay.
He does.
Cool. Sorry, Michelle's got to do math now. This is
Yeah.
fun.
It's Nistul's Magic Aura.
That's a second level, right?
It is.
That's fine. I can take that. Instead of...
He doesn't have Lightning Bolt.
I have Misty Step and Blur.
I'll take those.
I haven't really done much in the way of spells like Mind Spike and the such. So unfortunately, I don't have that either.
Sorry. Just... Symptom... Okay. I'm just trying to figure out stuff.
I'll let you do the math on that.
Go do that. Deal with other people.
So, is there anything else that you all would like to purchase from me?
My turn. So,
Right?
Mercy's gonna set her star knife down, and she's gonna set the fireball down and go. So listen,
All right.
I got told with the thing on the left, the star knife, I had to get that via word from Goddess Messenger. But it's kind of useless to someone who uses a giant sword.
I could see that. Give it to someone of her stature, and he kind of points over to Dea. I'm sure it'd be fine, but I don't know how useful it is for you.
I'm not there.
Never mind. Your angry elven friend, whose name I cannot remember.
That's fine. This we found when we were on the Sky Island. It catches fire, and it has the return thingy. So I throw it and it comes back to me. Can you
Very
put them?
interesting little item.
Can you put them together?
He kind of like cocks his head to the side for a second, and then like kind of like tugs on his beard.
I would say I probably can do that. It won't be ball-shaped anymore, but I can still definitely do that.
Well, it would be kind of useless to be ball-shaped if I wanted to throw it like a star knife.
Well, nonetheless, it is entirely doable. I'd say for about 2,000, I could probably manage to do the whole thing.
Valid. And then she's gonna look at poor Kai and go, I'm so sorry, baby. I'm gonna need you to be a sword for a little bit. She's gonna set the sword in the... she's gonna set her sword on the counter and go, I want this upgraded, and I'm telling you now, Danae, I like you. You're a good man. Don't hurt my dog.
I'll certainly try not to hurt the dog. What kind of an upgrade are you looking for?
I want it a little bit stronger, and I want it to do a little bit of, like, you know, like, brain-hurty damage.
Ah, psychic damage. That will be interesting, especially with the hound you have.
Yeah, I thought about fire, and then I realized I wouldn't ever be able to pet my dog.
I mean, you are a tiefling, so it wouldn't be as
It would still
dangerous for you.
hurt.
You could still pet the dog.
No one else could, though, and what would be the point? He likes pets.
So, double checking the number of creatures that have psychic resistance / immunity, because basically that's how I'm basing the price of the enchantments.
I assume.
Jace,
Mm-hmm.
do you recall how much it costs for the necrotic damage?
Oh, necrotic may have been that one may have been the 500. I'm
was
trying to remember
500,
which
and you
one was
have
the
a
1,000,
D6
which
on
one
it.
was the 500.
And you have a D6, right?
Correct.
Yeah. So it's a +2 that we have to bring it up to, right?
Yep, so 3,000.
Yeah. So it'd be about 3,000 for the for upgrading it to +2, making it stronger. I apologized. I used game terms in a character voice. As for the psychic damage, that could be a bit tricky. I could do it for a. How strong do you want it to be?
How much is it per, like, thingy? So, like,
Dropping the character voice, because I shouldn't be saying stuff like this in character voice.
you're good.
I'm gonna say like 325 for a D4, 750 for a D6, because psychic damage is really not resisted or immune. Like, not a lot of creatures are resistant or immune to it. The only one that's gonna cost more than that is probably Radiant or Force, which Force has like one creature that's immune to it.
What'd you say for the D4?
D4 is 325.
So, like, are you saying 3,000 to...
No, 325.
I'm double
325.
checking. Because it seems weirdly low for a D4.
And then 750 for a D6.
Let's do the D6 then.
Okay. He can certainly do that. It'll take a bit of time, but with the break you guys are doing, yeah, he can totally do it.
And Mercy's gonna shove all that towards him and go, treat my dog well. I'll know if you don't.
I wouldn't willingly hurt a dog.
There's a difference between unwilling and accidental.
Yes, like accidentally stepping on a dog's toe.
A crime punishable by death.
Ro is correct.
You're not wrong. Mr. Philbrook, can I help you?
I had a couple things that I wanted done. We talked about putting something to let me see invisibility on the helmet.
Yes, once per day, a see invisibility spell. That'd be entirely doable.
Aye. Okay. Just gonna take the glaive. want the other end of this one brought up to the same quality as this end.
All right.
So they're both equal now.
All right.
Also, have you ever heard of something like that I could attach to my wrist and attach to my hammer, so that way I could pull it back if I accidentally throw it?
Yes. There is a I believe it's called a chain of returning. It's intended for items that you throw, but a bit different from, say, and he holds up the star knife. It's entirely doable. I'm sure I may have one. Give me a moment.
He kind of goes to dig around, because I don't know if I have a price for the chain of returning. Because I'm pretty sure that was a Matt Mercer special.
It might have been.
Yeah,
I've seen
it's still a great idea, mind you.
Yeah, I've seen it in a few places, and it's been on my mind. So I was like,
Yeah. Also, the +1 weapon. I'm pretty sure that's 1,000.
Yeah.
So, yeah, he can bring your other end up to a 1,000. Mm-hmm. Chain of returning. I don't recall the price for this.
If you can't find the barcode, it's free.
Shut the fuck up.
Don't be
God.
that fucking person.
God, I
Don't be
hate
that
that joke.
fucking person.
As someone who works in retail, that's not how that works.
As someone
is
who
not how-
used to work in retail, I hate that joke.
As someone who used to work in retail.
Oh,
I think most of
God.
the people here worked in or has worked or is working in retail at one
God,
point or
I
another.
hate that
Shit
joke.
sucks.
It fucking sucks.
Yes, but you left the perfect opportunity for it.
I can't
it's
find the
just
price.
as bad as working in a bank and going, "You got any free money today?" Yeah.
No.
Yeah, I've never heard that one. No.
I would like to point out the reason I did that is because Jill started the joke and I went, "Oh, we have to do this to Connor."
I wasn't gonna unmute it. I was like, oh, that means it's free.
Fuck you guys. Yeah, the chain of returning, basically to retrieve the weapon, it's an athletics check, DC 12. When it is thrown, range of 30 feet. I'm not seeing any prices out there. I think, like, Jace, you're gonna have quite a bit of money on hand, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say really no matter what price I kind of math it out to be, you'll still be fine.
Yeah.
I don't think it's gonna be anything like it's not gonna be an arm and a leg. It might be like, I don't know, maybe 1,000 at worst.
Okay.
But I need to kind of math out and find out
Alright.
what it is.
Well, I've got a bit, so if you could put one of those, I need to keep my hammer with me for a bit, but if you could put one of those together, I have a bit of money at the moment. Just let me know what it costs.
Oh yes, I can do that, no problem.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I think that was all that I needed.
Javelin of backbiting, that could be it. Sorry, this is Connor. I'm trying to figure it out, bro.
You can tell me off stream if you need to.
Yeah, I might have to.
Yeah. No, go for it, go for it.
Odds are price wise, it's not going to be like an arm and a leg. So yeah, you could definitely do it. Because I'm certainly not going to price it like a dwarven thrower, which is holy shit expensive.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's entirely doable. Basically, we'll discuss the chain of returning.
Sounds good.
Anybody else?
I hand over the money.
Yep.
And I take my bracelet off. I will say the Stone of Thunder was 1,200.
There we go.
So, was wondering how much I could get it for a psychic or
Oh boy.
or force. Something things are a little bit less resistant
So psychic
to.
or force? You chose
The
two of the
most
least resisted ones.
Yes, exactly.
Boy,
I
wow, really expensive.
We're gonna do damage.
So I'm going to tell you right now, force is going to be easily the most expensive.
I know.
You're looking at easily 2,500 because that shit is not resisted by anybody.
So the spells I bought and stuff, it still does not really do much of a chunk into my damage. So I could theoretically get both of those.
You
done.
theoretically could, yes.
And I think,
as for the psychic, I'll say that would be about 2,000.
So it'd be another 4,500. You say
Yes.
total if I got both?
Yes.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay.
It's useful, and I still have.
It is useful.
I still have like 1,000 something left over. So.
And so the wizard becomes poor again.
Nah, I'm fine. And then like.
Yeah, sure she is.
Yeah, a little bit. And then I'm gonna buy like 500 gold pieces worth of chalk for teleportation circle. So yes, that's how I become. That's how I become poor again. It's fine.
Yeah, you are poor again.
Yep. That's what I meant to be. Plus 500. Yeah, I've got like 600 gold left.
Double check which material it's going to be made out of, but I'm pretty sure.
I still have 1,000 left.
I actually decided to write down what kind of materials are going to be. So for the Force gem, he pulls out what looks to be a smoky quartz and he sets it aside for him to work on later. And for the psychic gem, he sets aside an amethyst for him to work on later.
I still got 1,000 gold.
Oh boy, that'll go away quick.
Yeah, that's fine. At least I can carry it. Alright. 10 uses.
2.5k. 2k. Okay. Anybody else?
I would like to get a crystal vial worth at least 400 gold pieces that I could fit stuff in.
I'll be honest here, I don't recall which spell it's for, but yeah, you can get that.
It is for summon elemental spirit. It's air,
okay.
pebble, ash, and water inside a crystal vial worth at least 400 gold pieces.
Yeah, you can do that. He will have one of those available. You can purchase that off. Well, actually, you'd probably be buying that off of Harvey, to be fair. But yeah, you can still get it.
Cool.
Let's see. As for items he still has the lightning strike. I need to make some new ones. Because it's tough to do this. I'm not like the McElroy brothers. I don't have Twitter followers to make items for me. Wish I did.
That sounds you.
Yes.
I was curious. I have a bit of an offer I wanted to run by you.
All right.
I'm looking into making myself some armor, and I was wondering if you and your associate would be willing to help me with it. And I figure, in return, as I am a smith as well, and a maker of magical items myself, perhaps I could assist you on your sudden influx of projects.
Persuasion check, please.
Okay. I clicked it.
The anticipation.
Roll 20. Roll
just
20.
chill.
Make
Roll 20.
Antissa.
This is for roasting the fuck out of the McElroys. That's what that
Oh, damn!
Hey, there you
With
go.
a plus 0.
Also, I have no problem with them being able to do that. I'm just jealous because I really am. It makes it a lot easier. I can only come up with so many items.
I'm 19 on the die. Good Christ.
Damn, that's good. I think I can certainly do that. You will have to show up here and assist us more or less daily. So
Which would be fine. Would you allow me to gather my materials?
Yes, you can.
For
do
my
so.
own project beforehand.
Yes, that's totally fine.
Which might take me a few weeks.
Don't worry about it. But the moment you show back up here to get our assistance, you will be showing up and, assisting us.
I have no problem with that.
Yeah, so basically, you get them to help you. You're not going to have much else in the way of free time.
That's fine.
Because, congratulations, you're back to working 9 to 5.
I'm used to it.
Yeah, even in game.
That's fine. I get what I want. Half the time. It goes from, 60 to, 30 days?
Yeah. Well, no, with clock... Cog and Asagio assisting. It's... Let me double check. It is... If I go by the formula...
Let me scroll up.
Cost of creation equals... cost of creation divided by n, and n equals 80
65
times
days, you said it was.
Yep.
For base.
What's the original cost?
Okay, so the original cost is going to be 52,000 for me to make it, and then 65 days.
Okay. So it would be 240. And the cost was 52,000.
Mm-hmm.
Divided by 240. Yeah, you cut it down to about 21 and 2/3 days.
Cool.
Yeah, that's what happens when you have assistants. That's why Cog's there. So yeah,
cool.
Certainly doable. Price doesn't change though. It's still expensive.
It's fine.
Yeah.
Good armor.
All right. Anything else, you guys?
Actually, real quick before we leave, I thought of something. Mercy's gonna walk over to Harvey and go, "Hey, Harvey.
Yes.
Is there any sort of plants you'd want to be grown for, like, potion making?"
Well, if you can find a way to grow some of the rarer ones, I certainly wouldn't say no to that. I'm sure I can get you a list of those, but to be honest, if you manage to find those, I'd still pay you a good amount of money for them.
'Cause, I'm gonna put a greenhouse on the property, so I was gonna see if there's anything.
Oh, well, if that's the case, then yes, I'll get you a list.
Oh, one other thing. You know those leech potions you made?
Yes.
Yeah, that thing was fucking effective as hell.
Yes, they're also really gross. I don't like them.
They don't taste that bad.
You know what? You tried to put a leech inside of a potion vial, and
I mean, I could try.
I mean,
can I try?
Can Gail do that right now?
no, I don't like them. Look, I'm going to be completely honest here. They're gross. I don't.
But they are nutritious.
It's true.
I'll settle for normal food like a normal person.
I mean,
Anything's food if you can eat it.
Gail, you don't count. You have the goat ring.
I didn't even use the goat ring for that.
Yeah, I'm still
Just
kind of
ate
shocked
it.
by
It
that.
was
I
still
expect you to
pretty
bite
good.
his ear off.
There was a lot going on.
Disappoint me, Gail. Disappoint me. Anyways, do you still have those?
I can make some more. I don't like making many of them.
How much does it cost for you to make them?
What was the cost? Like, it was like 100 gold, 150?
I don't have the notebook that was in. I lost it. Remember?
Hey, join the club, homie. Because I'm pretty sure that was the one I poured water on accidentally.
But I have a new notebook, but it doesn't have any of the magic prices in it because it was...
For the sake of expedience, we'll just say it's 150.
Can I get, like, 3 of those?
I can certainly get those made, yes.
Thanks, homie. And I'll...
It'll take a bit of time.
You're good. I'll look into the greenhouse and see what we can and can't plant for what you need.
Alright, I'll be sure to pass that along to you.
Alright. Have a nice day, Harvey. And we still need to let Gail try the leech thing eventually.
No.
Fine. Gail will do it at home.
One
I
less.
can figure something out. Oh, go ahead, Addax.
Sorry,
I got
sorry.
something too.
Oh, do you happen to have 780 gold pieces worth of agate on you?
I'm sure I can get a hold of that. It sounds like something for a spell, I'd assume.
It is, in fact.
Yes, I can get a hold of it.
I'll pick it up when I start working.
It may take a bit more time than that, but a month or two, maybe. We'll see.
What do you have on you at the moment?
Basically, like, by the time the break is over, then he'll be able to get to it. Yeah, it's not. He doesn't have just, like, a giant chunk of agate. He's like, here you go, and just drops it down. Like, he has to order a big-ass mass of this agate.
I just imagine someone getting that order and going, Fucking
The fuck?
spellcasters.
Wizards, what the fuck?
It's like Becca with the
Druids!
nuggets. It's Becca with the nuggets.
Ah, Robo Michelle. That's a rarity.
I'm
I
glad
can't
that
even
wasn't
make a
just
comeback because I did it.
Oh god! It's getting worse.
Hey.
terrible.
It's getting worse.
But hey, at least we'll have a few of these potions by the time we head out again. Kind of.
Speaking of potions, could one of you make me a greater healing flask?
I can do that with no real issues. Let me double check the cost on one of those, because Connor doesn't remember the price of a greater healing potion. It has to do with math. Oh boy, math! I love math.
You
Is
chose
this
the
better?
DM.
I remember it was between 900 and 1500, depending on
Something
which
like that.
size that I wanted. Yes.
Potion of greater healing. 1,150. Let's see. So, yeah, the cheapest one he can make is 3 times 150. So that's 450 for a D6 flask. For a D8 flask, it's 6 times 150, and that would be
900.
900. Past that point, it becomes 10, 15, 22, blah, 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 blah. Really, it's up to you.
We'll go with, for now, the one that's bigger than just the base one. The D8
So you're
for
talking? Are you
900.
talking a D8?
Yes, for 900.
Yeah. Okay. He can get that made for you.
That's the one. And I'll pay for that.
Wait, the D8? Said it was the D8, so it's 150 times 8.
150 times 6.
Okay, I thought it was going by the die, and I was confused for a second.
It does not.
It's
No,
going
because
by,
the D4, which is I don't actually list the D4 flask because honestly, it's
This baby.
well, it's weak, and also if you get lucky, it's also a little cheaty because the cost is just base potion cost, but you still get the chance of it being reusable.
Mm,
You see
Yeah,
the issue there?
yeah.
So I basically just start you off with the D6 to the D8 to the blah 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 blah. Yeah. So yeah, Jace will get that added into your sheet in a bit of time.
I think that's it.
No, actually, it's not because I still forgot. I have one thing.
Me
guys.
too.
So does Cole.
It's great.
We should have made lists, guys.
I did
No,
have a
it's-
list.
I did have a list. It's just I remembered something, and it's not really it's not an item.
Okay.
Mr. Danae, I know you've almost finished with that circle. I was
Yes.
wondering if it would be possible for me to have access to it once it's done.
I'd say so.
Okay,
I can certainly do that. Yes.
I appreciate that. I'll come by when you finish if you could let me know.
I'll do that.
Thank you.
Should be relatively straightforward.
Thank you.
So yeah, he'll do that. And Cole.
Cool.
Hey, Harvey.
Yes.
I have a strange hill giant organ and half a jar of hill giant blood. Can you do anything with these?
Half a jar of hill giant blood and hill giant what?
Organ.
Organ.
It was something weird you said. You didn't specify what organ.
I did not.
Nope.
Cause let me double check on my useful little PDF. Love these. Hill giant, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. It's not his toes. Certainly not. Oh, right. I remember what this is. So Harvey's gonna kind of pick it up and like heft it up and gonna go, oh. Yeah, so that's one of their hearts. They have 2, and they have these odd double chambers right here, and he kind of points to these little like sections of the heart.
Mm-hmm.
I could probably use that for a potion of Hill Giant Strength. As for the blood, I don't know. Make some mean blood sausage? I don't think I can use it in a potion, though.
Well, would you like to buy it off me then?
I don't really cook that well, to be honest.
We use it as fertilizer.
Blood?
Yeah, I mean, it puts a lot of nutrients in the ground, maybe.
Great, now Connor has to look up if blood can be fertilizer.
I don't
feel
know
like
either.
It's generally too acidic.
Yeah, I have a feeling that's probably the right answer, Cole.
Druids, yeah.
Boy, I regret looking this up.
Googling can blood be fertilizer is gonna put you on a government list.
That's not what I'm seeing. I'm
Oh.
seeing something much grosser.
Jill found blood meal.
Yeah, blood meal is an option. You certainly can use it.
We can.
It's an option, definitely.
We can utilize the blood.
I think it can be used as a pesticide. That's what the like.
It might keep deer away. Deer are
Yeah,
really
or
bad about
like
eating plants, but
other-
it's a greenhouse.
Alex
so-
gets like offended look on his face.
What?
Why would you want to use something that would keep me away from plants? I like
Because
plants.
you'll eat the good ones that we're trying to grow.
I'm not an imbecile. I understand the value of plants.
Not talking about you, I'm talking about other deer. There are animals that live in those woods behind our house. I
And
think.
they are friendly, and if they try to eat something, I will have a stern conversation with them.
Fine, we'll just use it for fertilizer.
And what strength is the Hill Giant strength?
Hill Giant Strength.
Mm-hmm.
A potion of Hill Giant Strength is
22.
yeah, I think it's 22 for the strength bonus.
I would like to have that made for one of my
Do that.
companions.
Yeah, potion of Hill Giant Strength.
Give it to Ro.
That one was.
Yeah, see, you got the price written down. Thank you very
the
much,
flask is.
Okay, hold on.
I had the flask, and we can extrapolate from there. Where did I write that down?
We Jace becoming more and more distant as I find the price.
I can't find it.
Jace, I already found the price, dude.
No, go for it. Because I literally saw it earlier today. Now
Yeah. So just a regular potion of Hill Giant Strength is 125.
I will have that made for a
You can do
friend.
Yeah, you can do that, no problem.
Cool.
Guys, it feels weird having money.
What's that like?
Well, no, it's just like, oh.
That was your choice, Michelle.
No, because like Connor earlier, it's like, oh,
Was it-
it's 325, and I'm thinking, oh, he must have misspoke. It must be 3025, because why wouldn't I have done it before?
Wizards.
Also, kind of already marked off the gold for the agate and the
That's good. You
Hill
may as
Giant.
well.
I'll save the armor until it's done. Because it's a big number. Anyway,
So,
are we done at the shop?
I'm assuming you guys are.
Didn't
Yeah. Yeah, sorry, I had to mute it to show Jill something. I didn't know if she was gonna make a noise. But yeah, I think I'm done.
I'm also done.
Well, in that case,
You
I
lost her
don't
like 20 minutes ago.
know. I don't know about you, but I could use some rest, and it'll take a while for all of these items to be made. Would we be okay with taking some downtime for a while?
I mean, I need to copy spells. Yeah, I need the time. I need the time.
I need to go plot out where the greenhouse is gonna be before we buy it. Which, by the way, we'll talk at dinner tonight about anyone who wants to pitch in, if you want to pitch in.
Very well.
Anyone can put whatever the fuck they want in it. I know Dro's probably gonna want to plant drugs. I know she's not here, but I can feel her.
That would be fun. I could ask Dawn if you would like to get some live mushrooms of the more exotic variety, and we could grow those as well.
That works. I need to find, well, he's not around anymore. Probably don't think he liked me, but there was a doctor dude that works with the cloaks. I was gonna ask him if he wanted anything. But
Let's start growing some psilocybin.
Also, I guess what they're saying is, then if we are doing this downtime, I've heard rumors that there are giant elk and other fantastic creatures to the island north of Srecane. I need large bones to make some better armor for myself or potentially Gael. And I was going to visit that island for a while. Get some bones, perhaps learn more about the animals there.
yeah, that you can go do that, man. I'm not leaving until I get my dog back, so. Plus, I got ideas for something. I need to go talk to a lich.
Does Addax know what a lich is? Just.
Lich?
Mm-hmm.
Arcana.
Boy, that's a good. Yeah, well, I know it's Arcana, but I'm trying to think of like.
I don't think we've mentioned him before either.
Nope.
So.
I didn't think
We've
you
never-
have. Yeah,
we have
I
never-
roll Arcana.
Mentioned Hongaron. We've never mentioned
Before.
him.
No, I don't know what a lich is, so I'm not gonna
No.
react. Okay.
Nope.
All right. Have fun talking to your leech.
Hopefully, he's gonna make me make some chaotic things. Glorious chaos.
Sounds
You're
like a
right,
very
just-
talented leech.
Erida just holds up like all her like spell scrolls that Asagio has handed her. She's like, I'm gonna be busy for a while, and she walks out.
I'm going to turn to Gael. I know you, especially, have an issue with people going alone, and I feel like since you follow the totem of the elk, would you have any interest in accompanying me?
Absolutely.
Let's
Let's
then tomorrow morning then.
Aye.
Right. Let us return to the estate and have dinner, apparently.
Okay. So, Becca,
Yes.
you'd be able to find the little refugee camp for the individuals of Rosenvalle with relative ease. They are being housed outside of the city proper, but they have been not cordoned off, but like they are being actively guarded by the what appears to be the military. And judging by the indents in the nearby dirt and what looks to be some spots where some tents have been lifted up, it looks like part of the military group has already started moving off.
Okay. I'm assuming, seeing as I'm a blue cloak, they will just kind of let me in.
They won't stop you.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go find Sammy.
You can find Sammy with no issues.
I kind of want to like pull them aside.
So, did you manage to win?
Yes. Well, the count is dead. The wife got away, but the spell has been lifted, and everything should be back to normal by tomorrow. Listen, you did very well during the whole situation, and you showed a lot of strength of spirit, and I didn't want that to go unrewarded, so here. And she takes out basically all of her cut, so without the with the so she's saving some like gems, but everything else she's giving to Sammy, which amounts to 8,741 gold pieces. And she says, so you can do whatever you wish with this money. You can keep it for yourself, you can pass it along, You can give it to whoever needs it. You know this town, you know this city and its residents better than I ever will. And
Sammy is just open-mouthed in shock.
They've never seen this much money before in their life, have they?
Fuck no. That much money is... We did the math on this. That is literally... Like, it's like
Millions.
a good... Well, no, it's a good, 100,000 in actual money.
Sammy just won the lottery.
So, you're... I'm giving this to you because you're a good person, and I trust you'll continue to be a good person. And she kind of just kind of claps them on the shoulder, do with it what you see fit. Yeah, you did good.
All right. I'll Thank you. Yeah, I think Sammy's just kind of give you a hug.
Oh my god! She does the thing where she's huh, freezes up, and then she kind of awkwardly hugs back and steps away, and is just well, take care of yourself, all right? We'll get you back to.
I'll do my best. I'll take care of everybody.
She nods and kind of strides off. Very awkwardly.
Yeah, you yeah, okay. You have given Sammy a very large sum of money. Who just left? Who just disappeared? Michelle?
No, Michelle's...
No, Michelle just disappeared from the game. Look.
Yeah, from the game.
Michelle's...
Yeah.
Oh,
there she is. Can't believe Michelle's dead.
I'm roboting so fucking hard, dude.
No shit. So, Ro, as you head back to the estate to take a nap,
Yeah.
you hear the voice in the back of your head start to pipe up again.
Ah, my little buddy.
Did you tell the gun your name?
I don't think I did.
Yeah. Okay. Owner.
Oh, is that? Oh, that's me. Ro is fine.
Ro.
Maybe. I don't know. But what's up? Can I?
What do we do? What are we doing now?
Right now, we are taking a nap because we're very tired.
What is a nap?
It's where I close my eyes for a portion of hours ranging between 1 to 27, and I don't open them until that time period is over. One of my favorite
Why?
activities. 'Cause tired. Run out of energy, just saved a whole city, shot a lot of people. We did that. We committed a murder. We killed someone. that was a little off kilter for me. But it happened. And now we're gonna rest and we're gonna stop thinking about it. Because if we think about it for too long, you get a little
start to feel
upset.
guilty.
Yeah, so we run from the guilt.
I would like to point out, I think you also killed a guard during one of those fights.
Yeah, but guards are statted. One was an accountant. He probably had a family.
In fairness, commoners are also statted.
Yeah,
Not well!
they have a D10 of health.
You look at them too hard and their bones break. They're made of paper and glass.
Mostly if you kill them with one sword hit.
In fairness, I think with the jar of bees, a commoner could theoretically be killed by the jar of bees.
You see, that's why I never threw the jar of bees at Ro's parents.
Even though you really wanted to.
I wanted to so bad, but I was like, I don't want to commit a murder. And then this happened. And you know what? Maybe I'll go back.
Maybe I will commit a murder.
Maybe I'll become a serial killer. I don't know.
No.
Life's hard sometimes, you know?
So, you start heading back to the estate, desperately trying to explain to your gun what
The
exactly
concept of a
sleep
nap.
is. And you
God.
lay down to take a nap. And as you do so, you dream. And in this dream, you are just in a nice black void. There's nothing around you, save for an oddly shadowed figure. Form indeterminate, save for some bright yellow eyes that are just kind of looking at you.
Huh. Okay. I mean, can Dream Row do stuff, or is this just like a sit back and watch the show
You want
kind of
to?
dream? I mean, at first she's just gonna be like, "Are you gun?
Gun.
Gun. Hey, you're not a gun anymore. You're like a whole person. Well, like 1/8 of a person with like the eyes. There's more than 8 parts of a person. I just
am
can't.
gun.
You are gun. I mean, you know, I'm Ro, you know. So, nice to see you. You got the yellow eyes. What's that about? What happened
I
there?
don't know. I simply am. They are.
You know what? That's fair. So, like,
Good. I serve well.
yeah, you rule, dude. We straight up killed people.
Hmm. Do I need to do better?
You're doing your best, and that's all that matters.
But I can do better.
We can work on it together. We can, you know, I'm one half of the equation, you're the other half. You shoot him, I aim. Really, you
Aim.
aim.
I can help with aim.
You can help with aim? That,
Yes.
you know, I wouldn't be upset about that.
Yes.
Okay.
I will
okay.
teach.
Teach? Oh, now we're learning. Okay.
Yes.
Oh god, didn't know I signed up for sleep school.
It's usually a messy thing.
You know what? Sure. Yeah, let's learn some aiming.
Okay. And you continue to dream.
Can you imagine going to sleep and going to school?
Mercy did that for 6 months.
I was like,
Yeah, well, it's true. She did. And you will wake up, and you will have a rough idea on how you can improve the range on your gun.
It's already 600 feet.
More.
More.
I want to be able to shoot all the way around the world and have it come back to behind me.
So you want to be able to shoot yourself in the ass?
Yes, you can't trust anybody, not even yourself.
Fucking dumb shit. Yeah, you can do that. So, I think from now... Oh, Maddie. Maddie.
What? Sorry, I'm dying. What? Yeah.
What the fuck, dude?
What? I'm still. Okay, I'm fine. Don't worry. I had.
So what do you want to do?
I didn't think this far when I was coughing.
So, if you want, we can hold off on you, and we can instead go on to the 2 guys who are going to that island to the north.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. So, Gael and Addax, you guys are going to be taking a trip up to the island to the north, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Wait, first, how much does the entire greenhouse cost?
So the entire greenhouse is 2.5k. It'll take 15
Addax
days.
will give all of that money to Mercy
Okay.
and say it is a thank you for accepting me into your group.
Wait, how much money did he just hand me?
2,500. All of it.
Yeah, the entire payment for the greenhouse.
Consider it a thank you for letting me be part of your group.
Mercy's gonna put a hand on his shoulder and go, dude, you gotta thank Gail more for that one than me, because I trust you a little bit more now, but if you run, I'm gonna kill you. Also, plant anything you want in the greenhouse. And she's gonna turn and walk away.
Okay, thank you, I guess.
So, you guys are going to start making your way towards the island to the north.
Mm-hmm.
The trip there, on a boat, it's about a day trip. You know,
We do it
it'll
at
take one
double
day
the
to get over
pace
there.
because of Gale.
Does that apply to the boat?
It applies to any party that I'm traveling with and up to 10 allies.
Holy shit!
Path of the Elk.
So basically, it'll take like a little under a day.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. So it'll take a little under the day. By the time you guys show up, it will be basically night. So you'll get enough time to take a rest, and it'll be the 85th of summer.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you guys want to do when you're there?
Well, I would start looking for signs of animals, like giant elk, anything interesting.
Okay. So that would probably be a survival check.
Cool. Is Gale?
I will assist, or I will do it.
I can do it.
I will assist.
Cool.
Okay.
Oh boy. There we go.
Oh boy.
28.
So excited.
It was
so the-
delayed for a second.
Yeah, 28 in survival. You would definitely be able to see that there is a fairly large elk population around this area.
Like regular sized or giant?
Mostly regular size. There's a fairly decent elk population. Granted, this is also a fairly large area, so you realize that you'd be kind of like searching around quite a while to find a good group. But like there are elks. There's elk sign more or less everywhere. You see droppings, you see signs of rubbings, stuff like that. Considering it is summer, I think they've already shed their velvet, so they don't have that. I'm assuming that elks have velvet just like deer do, because that's what I know. I know deer, I do not know elk.
We'll go with it.
Well, let's see. Yeah, you'd be able to find some elk, certainly. One thing you would note that is a touch different than usual, you would see what appears to be signs of where a rabbit was at one point, and then you see the telltale signs of it being swiped up and being taken by something. But then a little ways to the side of it, where something swipes it up, you see what looks to be fox prints with these odd, almost like eagle-like prints next to it as well. It's a bit odd.
I relay this information to Gale. What do you think could have made this?
So either foxes and birds are working together now. Even though they don't really like each other some of the time. And to be fair, the birds can be really loud in the morning, so I understand where the foxes are coming from on that. Or somebody put a bird and a fox together, and it's one thing.
Could just be strange natural creature.
You know, Jace, the way you started that really, really did make my day.
We have to get
Fucking
both
hell.
sides of the Gale fight.
And pretty much Addax is just going to grab Gale's hand and like drag him as much as he can, because Gale is quite huge. And like
We're
very excitedly trying to follow and find this creature.
Okay, let's find it.
I'll take another survival check for you guys to start trying to hunt down this animal in particular.
Still assisting.
So I figured.
Boop. One day.
Jesus Christ, what the fuck is happening?
Just gonna close and reopen my sheet.
This?
Apparently.
Oh my god.
Hey.
Hey.
Well,
Natural 20.
Natural 20.
So it will actually take you probably the rest of the day
Mm-hmm.
following these tracks, because there are moments where even with your natural 20, you do lose them because it looks like it leaves the ground, and then you have to search around a good couple of feet to try and find it, and then it lands a little ways away, and then you can follow that more, and then it disappears again, and you have to do it again. Just judging by that, it looks like it almost has like it doesn't necessarily fly per se, but it does have like a very large leap, and it follows it up with a glide, almost.
Mm-hmm.
But by the end of the day, you've got a pretty good idea that you're coming up close to it, or close to where it might be, might have created its den. The only thing you're worried about is natural 20 minutes run. We'll give this to you. If you come up on this thing on a den, it might be aggressive, and it might be awake. So your best bet might be to try and find it when it's asleep, especially if it's a nocturnal hunter, which I believe foxes are.
I will say that I would have prepared better for this as far as spells go. So if Gael is willing, I will have us wait until dark, and I will cast Dark Vision on the both of us, so we can see.
Okay.
All right.
Then I guess I will cast Pass Without a Trace as well, and I will try to approach it and let Gael do whatever Gael wants as I approach
Gael, what are you
it.
gonna do?
I'm gonna. I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna sneak. Try to, anyway.
Gael, going sneak.
Yep.
All right.
Pass Without a Trace is on. That's a hot 16.
That's a 25.
That's a dank 25. All right. Sorry. Don't mind my squeaky chair. I'll be replacing it soon. So you guys begin prowling around the area, trying to hunt down this little critter. I'll need some perception checks because it is nearby. You know that, but you need to find it. No disadvantage because dark vision. So good on y'all.
17.
It's really weird. Everything's just really weird, like
It's all
brightness.
gray.
It's very strange, isn't it?
Is
I
this
don't-
what nighttime looks like?
Apparently, I don't like casting the spell very often because everything gets gray, and it's like, I like seeing color, you know?
I know. The stars look all weird.
Yeah.
So, Gael, unfortunately, you're not much in the way of help for hunting down this creature. No offense intended.
We have hit the norm of Gale not being a super huge help.
I hit things and fuck, I can't see.
Yup. Distracted by the night vision.
But Gael,
Close my eyes,
Addax,
can I see in it?
using the tracks that you've been seeing and the idea that you should be near its den. You got something to say about the stars? Oh.
Square up, motherfucker. What's wrong with
I
them?
see.
They just look weird when you have dark vision on.
You
They're
would
all the
eventually
same
be
color.
able to spot what you believe to be the critter making these. Crouching in a set of nearby underbrush, sitting and waiting and trying to observe what's happening around it is what looks to be a fox. Just a regular old fox. Save for the fact that its front limbs appear to have what look to be wings, kind of like jutting off of them and sprouting backwards, and those front limbs are eagle talons. Looking along its back, you also see that it has... what are you doing?
That's the adding spells, and you accidentally click it to change the name, and it pops
Yeah.
up in chat.
And looking along its body, you do also see what appear to be feathers that are almost like modeling through the fur. But the back leg appears to be just that of a normal fox. The front legs are that of an eagle.
I like quietly motioned for Gale and like pointed out to him.
Well, I was looking at that inside of my... Oh.
Beautiful.
What is that? What
I'm
is
not
that?
sure. We could ask.
That's a good idea.
I will cast Speak with Animals,
Okay.
and I will very quietly, gently say, "Hello, friend."
Very quickly, the creature's head pops up and looks over at you, and like
We-
it kind of gets into this little like crouching position, angling away from you.
We mean you no harm. We simply just wish to say hi.
Gail's actually even
Well.
going to sit cross-legged and just kind of wave.
Just roll me, I suppose, animal handling.
Do we get advantage with Gale helping?
Sure, I'll give it to you.
Cool.
Gail's trying to look non-threatening.
13.
Sorry, the 7 foot what man is trying to look non-threatening?
Like 450 pounds.
Yeah, I know, right? Jason's there like, damn it, why am I a barbarian?
I'm so
I
patient.
Why
can't
do I
look
have
friendly.
all these muscles?
There's so much.
These muscles are made to hug, not kill.
Casually wipes tears with his biceps.
I'm doing shrugs at the same time.
The fox creature will kind of like look at you. Okay.
What do you call yourself, friend?
I am Enfield.
What was that?
Enfield. Enfield. Just to send you a picture of what he looks like. Boop. Nope, that's the wrong one. I apologize. Hold on. Delete. Whoop, there you go.
Oh, it's so cute. Well, hello, Enfield. I'm called Addax. I have come a long way, and I search for creatures as spectacular as you are. How did you get to this place?
I live here.
I see. I saw that you hunted a rabbit. That was very well done.
Yes.
Are you safe on this island?
Yes.
Are there more of your kind on this island?
I believe so.
That's good. Are you friends with them?
Occasionally. Don't talk often.
Are you
See
happy?
Occasionally.
Are you happy alone?
Quiet is nice.
Quiet can
Friends are
definitely,
nice as well. But quiet is nice.
can definitely get that. There's nothing quite like a nice evening under the moonlight. Would you mind if we were your friends?
If you don't get in the way of hunting,
I would never.
that's fine.
Is there anything we can do for you?
Help hunt.
How would you like us to help?
Find prey. Also, just for reference, as this is a little bit further north, the color isn't like that of a typical red fox. It's a little bit lighter like not Arctic fox white, but you have a feeling that if it was closer towards a, say, a winter month, it might be that color.
Oh, it's so cute.
Yep. But for the time being, it's almost kind of like a ruddy grayish white color. But yeah.
Have you seen any really particularly big elk around here? Gail would have cast Speak with Animals as well.
I figured. Big stomping creatures. Yes. Avoid them.
And this
We're
is
looking for one. Do you know which way they went? Most recently.
No. Saw them a few sleeps back.
Okay. They were just going around?
Yes. Avoided them.
Okay.
Large ones are dangerous.
Yeah, you can be a bit hard to see if we're up really high.
Mhm.
I understand.
Well, as you know this island far better than us, if we were to help you hunt things, would you be willing to show us the way to potentially where they are?
If you provide food and prey, yes.
Well, I have food on me, and I am always happy to help you find prey. I can turn into an animal myself and help you hunt, or I could...
I gotta ask this of you, Cole.
Mm-hmm.
Does Addax eat meat?
Yes.
Okay. I had to ask that. Because if you were like, oh, I can give you food, you gave this
Veggies.
eating creature just a bunch of veggies, you're like, well, never mind.
No. Alex eats meat.
Yeah, okay. In that case, sure.
I will offer Enfield some, I don't know, dried jerky, I guess.
Yeah, you have
that
jerky
travels well.
and stuff like that. So you can certainly do that.
And then
And it will like grab the jerky and start chewing on it using its back teeth.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Need more food, but
I will... Would you like me to help you hunt as an animal, or would you prefer me to use...
no.
Okay.
You big. Scare small creatures towards me.
Okay. I can do that. And I will go over to Gail. Do you want to be big and loud? And
I'm good at that part. I'm also good at just finding food in general.
I am as well. Then let us go get prey for our new friend. So
What?
we do what Enfield asks, and we try to scare prey in his direction.
Okay, yeah. Really?
I'm assuming I can just find a bunch of stuff too.
Yeah, you're like with your because you have the Outlander.
Outlander, yeah.
Yeah, I couldn't remember the name.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys can do that really easily. So it's basically like you'll just take up the rest of the night. Like you'll be scaring food towards them, and Enfield will get its meal, and it'll basically be eating the rest of the night.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, it'll take you what? It'll
Remember,
eat,
we
and
can
then it'll
move
say-
at double the speed.
Oh no, I know. I'm trying to figure out what because like Enfield's an animal, and since it is mostly a fox, it's going to sleep in the day.
Mhm.
So, come next night, which would be on the 86th. Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, at that point, then it can start helping you try to hunt down those giant elk.
Mm-hmm. As we start to hunt down the giant elk, Addax just wants to continue to befriend Enfield.
Enfield, okay. Also, I will point out that Enfield is a beast. So this is a form you can use in wild shape.
Give me the sheets.
I'll give you it later, but basically it's stat-wise a lot like a fox, with a minor gliding speed. But,
Yay. Yeah. And like I'll even offer like a spot on my shoulder or on my head if it wants like a higher advantage.
it will say no.
Cool.
I do not need height. Not right now.
Very well. Right. So it's gonna be our friend one
It's
day.
a fox. Yeah. So, let's see. You guys are still trying to hunt down the elks. Survival check. Enfield will give you a bonus, and you do have advantage because Gale's helping you.
Ooh, that's good. That's a 12.
Okay, maybe it's not good enough.
Distracted
A
by
3
the
or a 1?
Well, choices, guys. The night of the 86th is not particularly productive, and since you guys are doing a lot of your moving around with Enfield, the day is going to wind up being probably a lot of sleeping. Just all things considered, not much you can do there. God damn it! I know we have Galder's Tower. Fucking hell. So unfortunately, the night of the 86th into the 87th is kind of wasted. 87th night, I can see another survival check from you guys if you'd like.
Here's hoping it goes better.
All right.
16. It is technically better.
All right. So you guys are back on the trail of elk. And at this point, you are starting to see some much larger sign of elk, particularly large mounds of leavings, and what appears to be some small young saplings that may have been broken while maybe an elk was trying to rub and mark its territory. But by that night, you wouldn't know, you wouldn't be able to find them, but you do know that you're getting on their trail.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty. So, you sleep in the next day, next night. Survival.
It's the 88th at this point?
Yep.
Okay. Okay, and survival. 17.
So, on the 88th, the giant elks are in the general vicinity. You are able to actually get eyes on one of them. It does... actually, if you want, Addax, you can roll me a... oh boy, what's a good roll for trying to... Roll perception, I suppose.
Okay. That's a 9.
I mean, Gail, you can also roll, by the way, because you're both
All right.
seeing it.
I like mine better.
Yeah, Gail's is a lot better. Gail, looking at this elk, you note that it's mostly on its own, and it does look to be a bit slower moving. So it may be a bit older, maybe weakened. You're not sure.
Gail wants to go up to it.
Addax will tell Enfield
Stealthily?
to stay safe at a distance, and Addax will go behind Gale.
Okay, are you going to be stealthy or what?
Gale's actually gonna be walking up to it. He's gonna cast Speak with Animals and kind of holding his hands up. He wants to meet eyes with it. And just, hello. Excuse me. Can we talk?
No. Yeah. It'll look over at you, Gale, and it will look at you and say, "Young one, you should be with the herd."
I know. But unfortunately, I've lost the herd. I lost the herd a long time ago. Why are you so far behind?
I am slow. I am old.
And a bit tired, I.
Yes.
Would you like to sleep?
Not yet. Not time yet.
Well, if you'd prefer to sleep, I can help.
How so?
Gail's gonna pull out make sure that his necklace is seen. Well, I know it can be hard to run on your own sometimes. If you'd prefer to rest your body here, you can carry on with me. And I can carry you from here. And we can continue to run with the herd together.
Make persuasion with advantage. I'd say.
$18.
I do miss running.
We will run a lot. I can promise you that.
And what would you do?
I would let you go to sleep. I'd protect you while you went to sleep. And then when you wake up, you would join me. It wouldn't hurt, I promise.
That is fine.
Is there anything that sounds good? I have some berries if you want to have some of these before you go to sleep.
He will. The old elk will take what you offer.
Okay. Well, find a place that feels good. A nice, comfortable spot, and I'll rest there with you.
Okay. The elk will meander along slowly and will eventually find a spot for it to lay down.
Before it goes to sleep, is it night or daytime at this point?
It's night.
Then Addax will use Druidcraft to just sort of create like a lot of fireflies just so that there's something pretty for the Elcat to watch before it sleeps.
Okay, you can do so.
And then whenever, after the elk lays down, Gail will sit next to him and just sort of rub his head a little bit, make him comfortable.
Okay. So the night of the 89th will pass, and the old elk will rest.
Mm-hmm.
What do you guys want to do?
Yeah, after the elk is good asleep, Gail, take a moment. Thank you. Thank you for giving me your strength. It's never easy, but sometimes those of us that can continue can make sure that those that are lost are never forgotten. Isn't that right, Mum? Thank you, friend. And then Gail will find the right spot and very quickly. Inhumanely.
You don't find it necessary to do so.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you can. You find that you don't know how, but you feel like by being with this animal, you are necessitating its passing.
Well, that makes me feel a bit better. Thank you, Mom. And Gael will just continue to, he'll stay up all night, until the sun comes up. Just kind of pet the elk.
You do
Just
so.
make sure that he passes calmly.
You do so.
Alright.
Alright. So, it would be the day of the 89th. What do you guys want to do?
The day of, I guess, and the elk is dead at this point?
Yes.
Well, I will calmly approach and say, "Is he gone?"
Aye. He was ready for sleep.
Addax will will put his hand on the elk's head and just say a few words in Druidic. Basically just thanking it for its life and how, the cycle of life and how it will give life to us and make us stronger. And then, with Gael's permission, I guess he would start butchering it to have some meat and to start getting bones for the armor.
Yeah, you can do that. Let me double check the sizing on the giant elk. 'Cause
It
I'm pretty
is
sure this thing
size
is
huge.
Yes.
Yeah. Fuck me.
And make sure,
Yeah.
make sure
all
Enfield
of the
gets.
bones will go into and it's gonna be a very careful process. Gail's
it's-
very particular about all of it, and
Oh, Addax is right there with him.
oh yeah,
Very careful, respectful.
we take everything.
Mhm.
Oh, I
Everything
figured.
is gonna be put to use.
Oh, I figured. So, as a size-huge creature, I think it's fair to say this is going to take quite a while.
Oh
Mhm.
yes,
This thing's fucking massive.
yeah,
Mhm.
it is absolute. Yeah,
So we're on the
it fits in a 3x3 square for those of you that aren't
yeah.
recognizing that term. Yeah,
Yeah, there are giants as an actual giants
Mhm.
that are not classified as this big. So
To put it in perspective, it's twice the size of Gale and Addax.
yeah, that's
And
a
they're
pretty
both
fair assessment.
really, really tall.
So it'll take you a pretty large majority of the morning heading into the afternoon to do so, and by the end of that, you guys will be exhausted. No getting around it. You guys are going to be
Yeah.
totally wiped out.
oh yeah.
As
You will take 1 point, but just one.
that's fine.
So, Addax, you've got the tools, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Please feel free to make a roll.
Oh, okay. Am I making like a
Yeah.
survival, a medicine?
You have the actual tools, right?
The butchering tools isn't like a legit skill. So it depends what kind of check you want me to make.
Oh.
You said it just
Oh,
gives
I
me a +2
see,
bonus.
I see, that's what you did. Oh, yeah, in that case, it's an animal, so survival.
Okay, cool. And Gale's helping, so I get advantage.
Yes, absolutely.
Boop, 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 boop. 23.
It's a 23 on survival. Taking up a majority of the morning and afternoon with Enfield by your side. Not necessarily assisting, but napping
Munching.
in the sun for... What was that?
And munching.
Yeah, napping in the sun and munching on the scraps that you throw his way. You would be able to retrieve a very large number, a good amount of the bones from this creature, especially because a lot of it wasn't broken, but you do see spots where, say, there were breaks at one point. A few locations of cracked ribs, some scarring on the skin. But you're able to retrieve a majority of this creature. You're able to get the giant elk antlers. You're able to get the giant elk pelt in good condition. Really, you can get basically all the bones you want and or need. Save for like the tiny ones, like anything at like near feet or like tail. You're able to get a hold of everything that's really necessary for what you're going to do. And that's including both of you, because I know, Gael, you're going to add his teeth, I'm assuming?
In this case, actually, Gael's not taking his teeth. Gael's very concerned about the... honestly, Gael wants to make sure that all of the bones that can be like actually handled are taken.
Gotcha.
Any of them that are too small for us to like actually take, along with all like any of the meat or anything like that that's essentially we can't take, is all buried. But yeah, no, Gael's gonna make sure that like the pelt, the hooves, like all of that's gonna be it's all put in the bag of holding.
Gotcha.
Sure. As
so yeah, you guys are able to get everything that you need from this.
Yeah.
Got it.
As we're cleaning up, and like, you know, I'm assuming we find like some nearby stream or pond or whatever, and like we're washing the blood off us.
Yep.
Addax is going to sit in front of Gael and pull out a bag with a leather cord around it and say, I do not mean to ambush you, and if this is a conversation that you would rather have later, I understand, but with what you said, Theo, perhaps it is time. And he will hand Gael the bag. I made this because I understand that giving up information and memories, especially when they're painful, is not easy. So I made this in hopes that you understand that it is not giving something for nothing. And from what I understand, you've lost your home, but perhaps this lets you have a piece of home with you. And what it is that if Gael takes it to his face, it will hopefully smell exactly like home.
Yeah, so this is I believe this is a magic smell bag that you made. Leather pouch. Wait, is it a leather pouch or is it a cloth pouch?
So there's a cloth pouch, and the way I sort of envisioned it, there is a leather cord, so you could kind of wear it like a necklace if you wanted to,
Yep.
or you could just like tie it to your belt.
Yep. There is it is a cloth pouch with a cord around it. That is not particularly well embroidered.
There's
as a
a
matter of fact-
flower in quotes on it.
The embroidery is less than great, to be honest.
Got it.
But you know, it's the thought that counts.
Yeah.
Smelling the actual pouch itself, you would note the scent of pine as well as the fresh scent of mountain air.
It's just like trying to get it as close to what Addax would imagine your home smelled like.
You see him take a moment to smell it. You can tell he starts to tear up a bit.
What happened, Galif? Why are you alone?
My whole tribe died.
How?
Well, there was an area up on the mountain. Some sort of temple or something like that. One day we one day near it was dusk, honestly. It had been a really nice day. My mum had made a really good bread. Lots of fruits in it. Aerith and I had been playing all day, and things had felt a little off, but nothing out of the normal. All of a sudden, we looked up, and fire was just coming out of it, coming down the mountain. I swear it started at the temple. Before we knew that the fire was already on its way down. We were gathering everybody up. We knew that this could potentially happen. My mum was taking a look at it, and she said something felt wrong. Then we started hearing screams. The things had somehow come around when we weren't paying attention.
Fiends? I thought you said it was fire.
It was both. Most of the people were too scared. Those who could fight, half of them were lost before we even knew it happened. My mom and Aerith they were so brave. They took the fight to him, and we were able to start hopefully getting people out, but there were just too many of them. I tried fighting. I told Aerith I'd keep her safe. I took something to the side. I don't remember what it was because I got hit. Everything went really dark. I took a couple more hits and it hurt to run. I was struggling to breathe. I remember we fought some of them off, and the fire was getting close at this point. We had to run. They were all screaming. It was so loud. My friends, my people, the trees, the animals, they were all screaming. We were running, and we were almost out of it. Something dropped from a tree. I got dropped. I rolled down bits of an embankment. My mum fought it off, and it just kept getting brighter. I was barely able to stand up. My mum kissed me on the forehead. Told me she loved me, that I had to, it was my turn to protect the light. Then Aerith smiled at me and kissed me and told me she loved me, and next thing I know, I'm in the air, and her and my mum created some sort of a hole in the ground. They broke the earth open so that way the fire wouldn't get to me and the fiends struggled to get to me. I hit my head on the way down, and I don't know. All I could see was the fire had stopped way up the hill. And then I heard something which I know was an inferno. And another one was chasing me, and I ran. And I know there was something else, but I can't remember what else it was. I can't remember anymore. Next thing I know, I'm in an elven village, the one that was way down the mountain. I'm still bleeding. And I tried to go back, but They said that they were all gone. They were all gone. The fire and the fiends. The darkness. Addax, I've never seen a sky so dark. Ever. Not even the wind had life that day.
So then, that's horrible beyond imagination, Gail. I don't understand then. Is that where you died?
Oh no, that's not where I died. Well, okay, so I don't know if I actually died there or not, because there's a lot that I don't remember. But I remember dying. I do remember that. That was more recently. Some of Mercy's kin they're bad. Mercy's good, but some of her kin are really bad. We met up with one of them who is trying to take over a village, and I don't like when people do that.
I've noticed.
So we fought him, and he was about to try and sweep everyone else into the ocean and kill him. In the middle of the fight, I decided I had to do something to keep him from killing all of them, and he got lucky. Was able to take me down.
And then
I died.
you were brought back.
I was brought back. Well, it's interesting, because I died, but it wasn't like I went anywhere really after that. I just waited a bit, and then I came back. I was told that I wasn't supposed to leave where I was, and that I was going to go back.
How long did you wait?
Oh, I have no idea. I don't think here it was long, but it felt like a long time when I was there. I have there wasn't a sun or sky or anything really that I could use to keep track of time there.
How strange. And you came back okay. I've heard of no healing.
I came back a little different.
What do you mean?
My voice was a bit poor, and I was a little bit taller than I am now, and I had a beard. I miss the beard. I could stick flowers in it. I had flowers in it a lot.
Could you show
Same
me?
colors my hair. Oh yeah, I could do that. Or we're gonna use Gail's gonna use Fearball disguise self to put on like the beard and stuff like that again. Bit like
yeah, you
this.
can do so.
It's a bit like this.
Addax just sort of stares in shock. What strange magic. Is there a way to fix it? Or revert your form?
I think there are ways to fix it, but a lot of bringing people back has a price to it. You're changing you're changing the natural flow of life. Fate may have an idea, but life sometimes has a slightly different idea. So, sometimes they fight. That's the best way I can guess. So I'm guessing there should be a way to put me back to how it was. But some of the options that I've heard and seen so far, there's a lot of risk. And I don't want to put any of my friends at risk.
Well,
And I don't want things to get worse.
at this point, Addax just takes a step forward and pulls Gael into a big hug. Like very, squeezing, and he just says, at this point, I know two things. One is that you have been a dear friend to me since I met you all, and that after hearing your story and all that you have done for me, and that I have seen you do for our friends, is that any danger that I would put myself in order to help you get something that you want, it would be worth it. And the other thing I know is that you are not alone. You have the rest of the blades, and you have myself. And I meant what I said the other day. And he kind of squeezes where he tied the ribbon around Gail's arm and says, "You are welcome in my village anytime. And it may not be the same herd, but it will be there for you. And there will be warm smiles and open arms for you."
I look forward to seeing it with you, Addax. That'll be nice. Go kind of hug him back a little bit.
I also make you this promise. I will do whatever I can to help make sure that you and our companions are safe. I'm not much of a fighter, but I will become one for you and for the rest of them. I don't want anyone in this group to go through anything like what you did again.
I don't think we will. And you're a great help, Addax. It's great having you around. Great having you here to help. You've been a big help since you joined, and I'm thankful that fate put you in our way.
Addax just sort of nods. Now, if you'll excuse me, we've been at this for a while. I could use a bit of a walk, honestly.
Alright. Do you need me to go with?
Don't think I'll be going too far.
Alright. I'll just find a tree. Sleep in and just don't go too far, alright?
I won't. You can always send Enfield to find me if I am away too long.
Alright.
And Addax will sort of just take a walk, taking in the scenery, thinking about his adventures with the blades so far, and the story that Gael just told him. And he'll just sort of look at his own hands and reach into his bag and pull out the jar. And
All right. You reach into your bag and you pull out the jar holding the
mhm.
long desiccated finger.
Yep. And he's going to pull it out of the jar and just sort of quietly to himself in Druidic say, I've always wanted to know what this would do, and if it is as dangerous as I believe. Here's hoping that it will help my friends, and he will cut his palm with it.
Okay. Do you have a Constitution saving throw you need to make?
Can I choose to fail it?
You can.
I will do so.
Okay. You chose to fail. All right. So the day of the 89th, you guys have to take a rest by this point. You guys are exhausted.
Yep.
So you will rest. It will become the 90th.
Mm-hmm.
What do you guys want to do?
Well, first, do I notice any difference?
No.
Okay.
All right. Do we need any more parts, or do you think this will work?
This will do. The only thing else I could say is, would you want to try and find another elk, potentially for a friend? And I know you can't really ride the horses. An elk could be a decent mount if it would let you ride it.
I mean, I'd hate to take one from its home.
That is true as well.
Don't get me wrong, I'd love to have one around. But taking one from its home, I don't want to do that.
Perhaps we can inquire with Avaro, I believe that is his name, about getting you a special horse or something then.
That would be good. Or if we find one that's... Maybe there's one that's lost somewhere as we're going along.
I will just say this for reference. At your height and weight, Gael, there are even more horses that would have some real difficulty supporting your weight.
Oh, both I and Gael are very, very, very aware of this.
Yeah,
which is why
there have been a few almost misadventures that have happened because of things like that. So we're pretty aware of that.
It doesn't have to be a horse. Avaro can find something. He's creative. Well, if you don't want to do that, I have what I need.
All right.
Then go on.
This is a nice place, and maybe one day we'll return just to come and run around.
I would like that.
All right, let's head back.
As we're traveling, I will talk to Enfield, and I will ask him if he would like to come with us, or if he would like to stay.
Roll me persuasion. I'd say with advantage.
I'm so good at that. I'm very charismatic. Oh, that's a 19.
19 plus 2. Oh, disable the tools.
Yeah, I realized that, but I like how my options are natural 1 or 19.
Or 19. I have killed a elk.
Yes.
I will come with you.
Got a friend. Yeet.
All right. So, from where you guys are, after doing all your tracking and hunting, it'll take about a day to get back to the ship.
Mm-hmm.
It'll take about a day to get back to Srecane.
Mm-hmm.
And then, so you'll be back in Srecane by the second.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So now I need to ask Addax.
Mm-hmm.
What are you going to do?
How big are the woods near the estate?
Pretty big.
It's like, do they carry on, or is it just sort of like there's a bit of woods on our spots, and then it's...
Yeah, the woods can carry on quite a ways, especially if you start heading towards the west. In which case, you'll start heading further and further into the mountains, and
Then I guess...
There is the obvious problem of the estate is still near a relatively populated area.
Yeah.
And if what you think is about to happen happens...
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I guess I would just go about business as usual, and on the 3rd, which is the night of the full moon, I would sort of do my usual, I'm gonna go look for some creatures and leave and get far away from the estate and the city.
Okay.
In the woods.
Are you going to be doing that during the morning of? You're going to be like, okay, I'm going to go, guys, bye, and then leave? Because this is important.
Morning of?
Okay.
I mean, I would say probably leave around, unless there's he'd probably be nice, and he's not sure entirely what's coming. He might do like a half day with his Asajio and be like, I've got some stuff to do tonight. Peace.
Okay. You do so. Human walking speed means you get probably...
No, I would turn into like a bird and fly.
Okay.
Like I did that last time too.
Mm-hmm. Just making sure.
Yep.
Okay. So, you begin getting as far away from Srecane as possible, heading out into the woods. You take your stuff with you, and come about, I'd say what will be right about the time of really noon. You start to get this very uncomfortable itching feeling that crawls along your entire body. And it's ignorable, but the longer it goes on, the worse it becomes. You head out into the woods as far as possible, landing before it becomes fully night. And what do you do?
For good measure, I will cast Wall of Stone, and it lasts indefinitely if I keep concentration for the entire 10 minutes. And I will just make a ring, and in the center, I will make a little camp. See what happens. Scratch
Are you making a
my
ring
arm.
or a dome?
I don't... A ring, because then it's like there's not a lot of air flow with rock, so...
Fair. Okay, you make a ring.
Like as high and thick and tall as possible.
Alright. And Addax sets up a campsite and begins to wait for night to come. Addax, as night comes closer and closer, the itching feeling becomes worse and worse and worse until it is nearly unbearable. And then night falls and you see the moon. And with a terrible popping and cracking sound, you feel your bones begin to elongate and twist as your spine begins to stretch and the tail you have begins to elongate and lengthen, becoming smoother. The non-magical gear that you have on you rips and cracks and falls apart. So armor, if you have any non-magical armor on you, it's ruined.
Oh, well, that's awkward.
Sorry, bud. That is base game rules.
No, that's fine, that's fine.
All gear that you have that is magical is dropped to the ground. You do not have anything. As we see, as Addax begins to shape into a large-sized creature, bipedal, with a very long, slender frame, with these very sharp claws protruding out of its hand, with this long neck, almost vaguely ferret-like in a way, but with this very dog-like muzzle. And Addax very nimbly climbs up and out of the stone ring and escapes into the woods.
Well, neat if I had a climb speed. Guess that answers that.
We'll be ending the session there.
No, can we keep going? I mean, like, that was like an hour,
It was
Maddie
literally
didn't
an
even-
hour, yeah.
And Maddie didn't even get to do anything. Can we please keep going? Like,
If you want,
honestly.
you can.
Yes, I do. I'm gonna be
Okay.
honest with you. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you here. Like,
Because
you said,
this is already going to be 2 sessions.
no, I know, but that was like an hour on that stuff, and like.
I mean, I will also say this is not the first time some of an individual person's stuff has taken over an hour. So
No, I know.
Well, doesn't Maddie finish her gauntlet on like the 85th?
Yeah, like, yeah. There's like, give everybody a little couple of things to do, and then we can end the session. Like, please.
Like at least Maddie can like finally get that done with, because I know Jolly's been like
Yeah, like.
really wanting to like finally finish that.
We certainly can if you want to.
yeah, go for it. Let's do it.
Yeah. Thank you. Sorry.
Ugh,
I don't
I'm
mean to come
sorry.
off bitchy. I can't help it. I'm sorry.
I'm
Uh,
I
So-
done.
apologize.
On the 85th, you would be finishing up that gauntlet, Maddie. It would be done. So what would you like to do then?
I'm immediately gonna try to find Dia.
Okay.
Because my god, I finally finished it.
It's only 15
Um,
days.
Well, it's
In real
still.
time, it's been forever.
Yeah, well, welcome to D&D, y'all.
Yeah, where is she in the estate right now?
That's up to you.
She's probably chilling in the library, like reading a fun book.
Okay. I'm just gonna walk into the library, and Maddie's gonna hold the gauntlet behind her, and slowly approaches. And then she's gonna say, Dia,
Yeah.
I made you something.
You did.
Yeah. And then she just pulls it up from behind her. So I made this. Even during the forage. And I was hoping if you could try it on.
Sure. You made a whole gauntlet for me.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. And she takes it from Maddie and tries it on her right arm, I'm assuming.
Okay. The gauntlet itself is actually fairly lightweight, and it does not seem like it's going to be particularly
It won't impede
cumbersome.
me.
Yeah, it won't impede you, basically.
Yeah.
Purely aesthetic.
I was hoping Gail would help me test this out, but he's not here.
Yeah, you went on a trip with Addax somewhere.
Yeah. But to summarize, this gauntlet's supposed to, conceal your tattoo thing.
My scars.
Yeah! It, no one can sense it, I believe. So, if someone uses their senses, they can't sense you, or your scar, technically.
Oh, that's that's very sweet of you. I don't have anything to give in return.
You
How?
know what you can do?
What?
Teach me precretion.
You want to learn Frecretion?
There's nothing wrong with learning precretion.
No, it's useful language. The whole continent speaks it. Few of us speak it. Yeah, I mean, if you're truly interested, you could easily fit in some lessons. You know, just whenever we have time. Yeah. If that's all you want. Oh, well, thank you.
Anytime.
Oh, okay.
So Dia, other than the gauntlet work, this topic may upset you if I bring this up, so, you have every right to be mad at me when I do mention it.
Go on.
When we were in Rorage, I asked Addax to help me contact Cal.
Oh.
You have every right to be mad at me, but I...
No, Maddie, no. Why would I be mad at you for... You were friends with him, too.
But the topic about him makes you upset.
Well, yeah, because I feel abandoned by him, but that shouldn't stop you from, trying to reach out if you miss him. It's just... Well, why bring it up, though? Why would you contact him?
I didn't want to lie to you, and the guilt was getting to me if I didn't tell you. Something... Yeah, go on.
Did he... I almost don't want to ask. Well, did he say anything?
He's been working with the Ocean Blues for a while now. He looks different last time we saw him. More tired. Not very cheerful than I expected to be. He also kind of mentioned a name, which I'm not familiar, but he told me you would know. Do you know a person named, Alexander?
Yeah, I do. Is there a reason he mentioned this name to you?
That's what he's trying to do. Apparently. That's something about the boats.
So it was that boat we saw.
I got the feeling that somebody doesn't necessarily remember what was said.
Look! It's been a while!
You know what you do in that case? You write it down.
I know! Look!
You mean the ghost ship we found?
Yes!
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. I knew it.
Knew what?
You shouldn't be...
I had my suspicion, but I didn't find any proof, but it seems like Alexander might be behind that ghost ship. He used to be the first mate on our ship, and he was the one who led the mutiny that ticked us off. I didn't want to talk about it. I kind of hoped that, maybe if I kept away, they would just go on as normal, but that ship there's been something weird going on there, something really dangerous. And I wanted to tell Cal not to investigate them for that reason, but I never got the chance to warn him.
I'm sorry if I mentioned any bad memories. I didn't know it was that.
You wouldn't have. I don't exactly bring these things up. Just hope they'd never hear his name again. But if Cal's investigating, it's just...
He also left a message before I left. He said that he loves you and he's sorry.
He's gotta do better than that.
Well, I guess I'm just gonna leave the library now.
Right. I'm gonna go for a walk then. Thank you again for the gauntlet and the message. And she walked out of the library and goes for a walk.
You want to know how bright red Maddie is?
Like a tomato.
Yes! Yeah, that was it.
So, Dea, you go off for a walk. Just, where are you going in particular, out of curiosity?
Well, she likes to kind of wander around the woods a bit, I guess, or like the wild garden or whatever. Kind of near the estate, but in the more wild areas. Kind of make a big loop.
So, when you kind of go walking around, you will eventually hear a voice kind of pipe up in the back of your head. Girl.
Yeah. I'm not a
I believe
fool
you've got
anymore.
some work to do.
Some work, huh?
Yes.
About time you asked. Was wondering when you would.
Something's taking down ships, and I believe you need to go deal with it.
Yeah, probably.
There's more to it.
So you're gonna be helpful and give me some guidance there?
Not all the ships were taken in the same way as the other one you saw. A few of them sank.
Ah, great.
And they were attacked by something from below.
And you want me to go hunt that?
That is your job.
There's gonna be a lot
As
of
it is mine.
seafaring. Well, why don't you do something about it if it's your job?
I think you know the answer to that.
You're in God jail.
We've got a different word for it, but okay. You should find out what happened to those ships. See if any of them have been recovered. Good luck.
Right on.
Right on. I think Becca's mannerism just came out of Dea.
Dea's inability to talk to gods is the best part of god interactions.
Right on. Rad, Daddy-O.
Be excellent to each other.
Cool beans! Like,
Cool beans!
Flameo, hot man.
Cool beans, Hunter dude!
What number are we thinking of?
Glad to know I'm not a fool anymore, I'm just girl.
You're just girl.
Just girl.
So, excuse me. You'll be able to handle the research stuff come next session, because
Yeah.
Rue.
Me?
Ro, yes, you, Ro.
Sorry,
No, the other Ro.
You said "ro" in kind of a weird
You
voice.
said "Rue." And I was like, who the
Rue.
fuck is that? That's
Rue.
not
in
me.
fairness, you said Rue.
Rue.
I ain't never heard of a roux.
John Rue.
Cheese sauce? Never heard of it.
What? How dare
A
you?
roux.
Cheese sauces are great.
I love a roux.
No, I know. I said how dare
burnt
you?
the hell out of Jace's pan trying to make a roux.
I love it.
Well, fucking done, nerd.
Yeah, it took me 4 days to clean it.
It was impressive.
I still feel bad. So much vinegar.
Jason's sitting there like, you fucking better.
That house smelled like vinegar for days.
It was like a solid 3 or 4 days. Easy.
Oh my god.
Jesus. So, Ro, the gun
Yes.
will try to walk you through how to improve your weapon.
Mm-hmm.
Basically for about 500 gold. Well, 500 to 700 gold depending on what you want. You could make a scope for your rifle.
Yes.
The 500 gold one increases the max range by 10. The 700 increases it by 30.
I think I have it to spend, so 700 it will be.
Okay. It will take you...
She's at 150/600 right now.
Oh no, how will she ever survive?
You can't see far enough.
Oh, pff.
It's not far enough yet.
So basically it'd go to 180, 630, I think.
Cool. And that's 700.
Yep. And it'll take you a few days to make it, but considering you guys are taking about like a 1 to 2 month break, you can handle that.
Baller.
So don't worry about that.
It's okay. You still have 10,000 gold.
Yeah.
Oh no.
You're so poor. You're so poor.
Right? If I think I just want to point this out because I'm pretty sure that's how much it costs. If we were going by like base game, or if they were available in this game, you'd be halfway to an airship.
Hell yeah.
You do have enough money to buy
an airship.
What the fuck?
Cole went away.
Hi, yes, hello. We need to buy an airship immediately. This is for me, the player, not my character, but
You do have enough money to buy a boat.
I don't fucking boat. I can't. No, I don't want to be on the water.
We're gonna be on the water next, Ro. I'm really
Sorry, Ro.
Somebody better teach Ro to fucking swim.
And it makes you feel better.
Hold
Mercy
on.
sinks.
Wait, even better. Somebody get Ro a floaty.
Yes. Yeah, anything to make her not sink.
Give Rudy the wings, the wings on the arms. Give Rudy the
Yeah, the
floaties.
water wings.
Yeah,
Because like,
Better.
because in
Better
my heart,
option, teach the gun to swim and hold on to the gun.
The gun gets to learn
Also-
how to sleep, how to love, and how to swim with Ro.
If y'all want to know, there is actually a magic item out there called Bob, and it's an axe that floats. That's it.
I love it.
That's it.
It bobs in the water.
Yeah, exactly.
I hate it.
Yeah, no, I got the
that wasn't a
joke.
joke. That's base game.
I know, I hate it.
Yeah.
See, he has water walk. I have water breathing. We're gonna be fine.
So, is there anything else that you guys want to do for the end of the session? Because
I just want to do one thing. I'm sorry, Connor. I just want to do one thing, and it's gonna be like kind of fast. Like it's not like a big thing. So like, towards the end of one night, she's going to grab Mercy. And she's going to be like, "I need your help with something."
I want to know what love is. I want you to show me.
I want to do something, but your protection, it'll help me from not suffering the ill effects. It's a spell that's quite. It can go badly for me.
This is to you, Mercy.
Yeah.
Sorry, I got distracted by something. Okay.
So she's going to lead you to where the shrine is, her shrine for Masnan. She's going to sit on the floor. And
Wait,
she's gonna
are you... This is important. Are you asking me to cheat on my god? That's not cool.
No. This space gives me comfort. That's the only reason I'm doing it here. It's either this or the library, but this is better for me. And then she's gonna start, because I can cast this ritually. I don't need to cast it ritually though. I'm not going to. I mean, it's base ritual. Like it's not.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
Keep going.
but I'm gonna use the spell slot anyway, so because who cares?
Yep.
Just sit in front of me. I need you. If my eyes start to roll in the back of my head, or I start babbling incoherently, just put me to bed.
Like,
Okay.
put you to bed as in, like, just put you in your bed or knock you out?
Knock
Kill
her ass out.
Knock me out, probably.
Fucking kill Erudite.
I mean, I could kill you very easily. I don't have my dog.
Don't ask me to kill. No, I'm not asking you to kill me. If anything, just knock me out.
I'll put you in a sleep hold. It'll be fine. Let's go.
Okay. So I'm going to cast Contact Other Plane. And I'm going to cast it. I mean, it's not prepared, but we're going to assume it's prepared, whatever. And I'm going to use it to contact Osteroth.
Alright. You will cast a spell and you'll try to connect to Osteroth, and
I will do an intelligence saving throw.
the spell will fail.
Huh. It fails?
It fails completely.
I beg your pardon.
Huh. That is confusing.
What's up? Did I
Didn't
fuck it
work.
up?
No. Didn't work. It should have worked.
I'm sorry. You pulled me in a kind of a... I've been working with, like, greenhouse stuff. My brain's a little funky right now. what were you supposed to be like? Like, what was supposed to end result come from this for you?
I was supposed to be able. Okay, well, it's a spell that allows me to contact dead people on other planes, like the dead, or a god, or a demigod. Not really a god, because gods don't really contact. Like, it should have worked.
Then maybe he's not on another plane.
Where would he be?
I mean, technically we found a grave, but, like, magic shit happens.
He's not there. Obviously, he's not in his body.
I mean, he was really old.
Yeah, you still go to another plane when you die.
Yeah, but, like, technically you'd be contacting, like, his spirit or something.
Right.
Couldn't he have possessed someone?
Blue screen.
I don't know how this magic thing works. I could be wrong. Like, that pans the reason out for me. If he ain't in another plane where he's supposed to be and his body is there, spirit must be somewhere else. On this plane. Maybe he's your mother.
I don't appreciate that.
Yeah, well, you know, you want my help, you gotta deal with my humor.
Huh. Well, that complicates things for me.
Have fun figuring that one out.
Yeah.
It's alright. Good not talk.
Thank you? You know...
Alright.
Alright.
I'll
And
be
that's
using
it.
you later. Don't worry.
Okay. That's fine. Sort of
And
waves
see-
her off. And just kind of sits in front of the shrine for a while. Very confused.
Okay.
That's it.
All right.
I can do my other stuff later.
Yep. In that case, we'll be finishing up our session there. We'll be carrying on the little rest of the this little break next session. Hopefully, we'll be able to start moving towards our next course of action past that point. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Please, if you enjoyed our stream, follow us, subscribe, tell your friends, you know, pass on the message. We love seeing new viewers. I already see a relatively new one right now. Have a nice one, and yeah, we'll see you Saturday.
Bye.
Say goodbye, guys.
Bye, guys.
Hey, guys.
Bye.